This week on We Hate Movies, get ready to go ape again. It's Beneath the Planet of the Apes. I'm Andrew Jupin.
Hi, I'm Paul Morelli. I look exactly like Steven Sadak, sound a lot like him. So for all intents and purposes, I am Steven Sadak.
Beneath Eric Siska.
Cabin Chris.
And we hate movies. Hello, everyone. Welcome to We Hate Movies. Thank you for tuning in. As always, that's right. We're going to ape once again. We're talking about the sequel to the 68 classic Beneath the Planet of the Apes from 1970, directed by Ted Post. Now, this fella, Eric Siska, you and I were going back and forth of directorial credits for this guy.
Yes. What a crazy filmography,
Magnum
right?
Force, which is a Dirty Harry sequel where he's trying to take out crooked cops that are like killing homeless people.
Fun trivia. He had such a bad time on this. He vowed to never do an ape sequel ever again. And he had such a bad time on Magnum Force. He vowed never to work with
that's
ever
like,
again.
yeah, they asked me not to come to work anymore, so I vowed to not come to work anymore.
Because he worked with Eastwood twice.
Yes.
And the filmography for Ted also includes Night Kill.
Hell, dude, we were looking at this Night Kill poster. That looks right up our alley.
It looks so fucking
I feel like
good.
it would be like the reaction audience-wise would be like a Roy Scheider Night Game kind of thing where like most of you listened, but a lot of you didn't.
And of course, you all at home know the 1980s Stagecoach with Willie Nelson, Chris Christopherson, and Johnny Cash.
Hey, hell of a cast, dude.
Willie Nelson playing Doc Holliday. We're just doing
That
everything.
really should have set off a wave of John Ford remakes. Drum along the Mohawk in the 80s.
And who could forget The Human Shield, starring Michael Dudikoff.
Ooh, the Dudikoff.
Dude, dipping into Dudikoff movies
I gotta
now, too.
tell you, Ted Post, terrific orgy name. Like an amazing 70s name.
Yeah.
Like, have you met someone our age named Ted? Like,
No.
No.
Is there like Teds, like 35 to 40-year-old Teds walking around? 22. Is there a zillennial Ted out there?
Right into the mailbag if your name is Ted, and tell us how you became a Ted. We all hate movies at gmail.com.
I wonder if it's because they started liking saying the full Theodore.
Oh,
Maybe.
Wait, you think there's Theodores out there?
No, there's probably a lot of Theos, though.
Theos. I don't like that.
I knew a Theo.
Don't like them.
I knew a Theo,
job
actually.
I used to work. And he was significantly younger than me.
Just be a Ted. Just be Theo. That's not good. Be a Ted.
Ted has some qualifications that come along with it, though. Think about in recent pop culture, it's totally sticking to the truth. Like with Ted Lasso, you need a mustache.
Yep.
You need a certain kind of haircut. You need a certain open-mindedness about orgies, like Steve was saying.
You're not buttoning your third button up. It's 3 down all the time.
That's a Lucy.
You have a huge patch of chest hair,
Yes.
and you love that people can see it when your shirt is open. That's a 10.
Listen, honestly, kids, you're having children now. I know you are. I saw you out there doing it.
Oh, wow, peeping, huh?
Okay.
Yeah, I go through the windows at night. But name your kid Ted. Don't do Theodore. Just go straight Ted so they can't dance around
I'm just imagining this world where Eric's just going down the state, sees a pregnant lady. Have you thought about Ted? No, I know.
Yeah.
You're fucking stupid. Have you thought about Ted?
And I charm them. And then by the end of it,
Sure.
we got a Ted on our hands.
If not soda.
Yeah.
It's my TED Talk on the bus.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, but that is Ted Post, and so he was directing this movie because Frank Schaffner was unavailable. He was directing Patton at the time. Probably
Good for
the
him.
better
Yeah,
move
smart
for
man.
Franklin
Better
J.
movie.
Schaffner.
Patton is a better movie.
You know,
but
I've never seen it.
really,
Really good
it's actually
movie.
really good.
Never found the day to watch Patton.
Check it out, but you will at the same time go like, yeah, if they were in ape makeup, this would be so much better.
Hell, dude, you imagine an ape giving the big fucking George C. Scott speech in front of the ape
Absolutely.
flag?
Absolutely.
Totally.
An ape could nail that. A monkeys will replace us all eventually,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
What'd they
Absolutely.
say? 100 in a room will write Shakespeare, and I believe it because all those words make no sense to me.
Sure.
Thou art. What do you mean? What
Yeah,
what is
monkeys
that?
way more well-versed in Old English than
Yeah.
you.
Yes,
Well,
they are.
it's just typos. They won't tell you that Shakespeare's just typos.
It's all wrong. Don't you understand? It's just all wrong.
It was all
It
the
is.
he's drunk writing, dude. It's just grammatical
All
errors.
those people who like it, wrong.
They were wrong.
So this movie picks up right where the last one left off, more or less.
We can watch the ending again.
You can. I do like, though, it is
Yes.
a nice cue. The last thing you hear in the first movie is the ocean waves. It goes over all the credits, which is cool. That's literally
That
the
is
first
nice.
thing you hear in this movie, and then it just jumps right into previously on Planet of the
Well,
Apes.
you get the cool. I don't even know who is it. Maybe it's not Roddy McDowell because it's not in this movie, but someone is doing the ape monologue about beware man, he will make a desert of your home and his, and da da da.
It is Roddy McDowell. It's all scenes from the first movie.
Oh, okay.
At the
It's
end
just
of that
lifted.
movie,
Oh, that's right.
Dr. Zaius is like, why don't you read this little bit of ape scripture and tell me
Got
why
it.
humans are dangerous, Cornelius? So you're right, Steve. Cornelius is in this movie. He's played by Roddy McDowell in the footage from the first movie,
Yeah.
but then when Cornelius reappears later in the film, it's a different dude. Roddy couldn't do it,
Boo.
but then Roddy comes back for the other fucking.
He just
Yes.
got out of a
movies.
Roddy McDowell practice to be able to do that.
Right. And
This dude he's trying to do a Roddy McDowell
he
impression.
is. He's trying hard.
Was he
and
doing Patton as well?
He was directing.
General, it's too scary out
Yes.
there.
He was directing some movie. I don't really recall the title. Tam Lin or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, it was like his like directorial debut or something. Like, get back in that fucking monkey makeup, man.
Exactly.
It's kind of amazing. So we watched the end of the original, pretty much, and the way that it sort of unfolds, it's because Heston goes off and he's like, don't follow me, blah blah blah.
Don't trust anyone over 30. That's what they cut out of the end.
Yes.
I want that in this previously on too.
I
He's talking to the
agree.
little kid like, oh, hey, little boy, don't trust any ape over 30.
But he's like, I'm pretty handy with this thing, and he goes
Right.
off, and he sees Statue of Liberty. He goes, damn you! And it's kind of amazing because there's no interscene, there's no other scene of like, well, that was great. Let's get back on the hook. It's like, all right, we're gonna
Right.
stop off at the Statue of Liberty. I'll damn them all to hell. We'll be back on the road at 11:30. We'll have lunch 12:15,
'Cause
maybe.
Heston said, "I'm only doing this fucking piece of shit for 2 weeks.
Yes.
Yep.
I don't want to do sequels in general, so
Yeah, 'cause
it's just brief with him.
There's just no scene of him being like, oh God, I guess we have to go on. Something says, all right, that's good.
Well,
Cut that out. You know what I mean?
yes,
Ah, feel good.
Well, because he's a man of that generation, dude. Even though it's like in the future now, it's just like, I'm going to push all this down as far as it
a
can go.
man should never cry.
Yeah, exactly. I cried in front of the fucking mute freak, and I'm so embarrassed.
That's bullshit, by the way. I'm pretty sure he's in both Bowling for Columbine and Fahrenheit 9/11.
Yes.
I
Also,
think he's in. He does sequels. Fuck you.
well
I will.
done.
I will say I don't. One of my big hangups about this movie. I don't think he should be in it.
No.
No,
I,
he shouldn't.
you
Yeah,
already
I
have a
agree.
B grade of him.
which is ridiculous to fucking cast someone to look like him.
That's
ridiculous.
the stupidest
Yeah.
part.
which I guess is to fool people with the trailer. Like, oh well, he's
No.
he got shrunk half size for that scene. But
that
he's
is Charlton Heston right there, and
Yes.
he fucking rules.
if you're gonna hire a guy that looks like him, then have him be Taylor, and that's just what you're doing.
Exactly.
It doesn't
Yes.
make sense. You're splitting it the worst possible way by having some Taylor and then a literal honest to goodness
It
replacement
just
Taylor.
did not feel very well thought out, and the budget kept getting slashed. I mean, I think the budget for this was 2.5
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
ending, supposedly according to Ted Post. But it still looks good, and
It
it's
does.
still a fucking movie.
Because you're still, you're still outside in that fucking salt flat. You're still in
Yeah.
the desert, like just filming in real places. And you can tell just by looking at it, it is a little, under budget from that first one, but it still looks leaps and bounds
Yeah.
better than like filming it on an entire soundstage and having cheap
Yes.
sets and whatever.
The only thing that I noticed that was cheap this time around is if you watch those ape crowd scenes,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
sure.
you
Oh,
will
yeah.
catch a real. But it's actually it kind of works because they're so unsettling looking.
Yes.
They're like the strangers of the apes, because like obviously
It's a
like,
loose mask.
It is. It's
Yeah.
a loose, regular
Yeah.
chimpanzee mask you
But
buy
that's
from wherever.
like, it's like, you see Dr. Zaius and stuff, and everyone's normal, and then it's like, don't fucking stare at the guy with the weird face on the bus. you
yeah,
know?
exactly.
He's got a weird face. He knows he's got a weird face.
But all of them have weird faces.
Yeah.
It's only like a couple that don't have the weird.
Have you
face.
ridden the bus in this town?
I have not in a
A
while.
lot
There's-
of weird faces on
There
the
are
bus.
fucking droopy faces. There are mask faces. They're falling off
I
faces.
don't think they all look like they have 8-ball hemorrhages. Every which one of them.
I would say 9 out of 10.
Sure. Okay.
I do love Heston because obviously, like you only got me for 2 weeks, and he has kind of that long hair in the last movie. So this time they just put extensions in, and he's kind of got a Love Lies Bleeding cool fashion mullet for a little while.
Sure, I can see that. He
Yeah.
looks like he's the singer in some like scuzz hardcore band.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
I'm going to Vegas to compete. Okay.
Here's my fanny pack and other accoutrement.
Uh-oh, I'm totally freaking out during the middle of the competition. Uh-oh.
Oh my God, it's a giant Heston. We should quickly mention that the first movie, Planet of the Apes, is a classic
Yeah.
and available on Patreon.
Yes.
Our
We Love
Patreon
Movies
feed.
episode
You
about
should
it.
probably listen to that first and then come right
Just
in here.
pause this.
Yep.
Right.
And then listen to that, sign up. It's very, very affordable. And then come back and listen to this episode.
Indeed.
Speaking of this dude Brent, by the way, we should say that it's James Franciscus is this actor, and
Boo.
not only does he look like Heston, though, it's when you really if you look fucking head on with this
Yeah.
dude, like look him right in the eye, it is a Heston, Vincent Price crossover
Mhm.
because he
Oh.
has like the face is more Vincent Price, and when he's got the little beard,
I see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I
Interesting.
mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because Price was in Last Man on Earth, and then Heston was an Omega Man like
Sure,
the year
yes.
after this.
That's
Yeah.
right.
That's a little. Wait, we're not playing the what's that card game? Cinephile, right?
Yeah.
now?
That is indeed. What are those?
I'm making connections.
The one problem I don't mind that he looks like him. I mean,
do.
It really is all just a bad idea. But to go so far as to have him talk like him
Yes.
too.
You have
that
to do.
that was asked for. That wasn't just something he did off the fly.
It's my little brother Brent.
I mean, and he knows him and he's looking for. I mean, like literally, if I'm an Abe, like these fucking spaceships are falling 2 by 2 this week. What is going on here?
I really like this movie, but it is silly to be like it's a rescue mission for a thing that we don't know about that went through time.
what-
and
no,
that we're going through time.
What happened to you just happened to us too. It's
Yeah.
the same except we just
Aside-
did like that.
Aside from some cool Ursus stuff, once Brent finds the phone booth, that's the beginning of the movie for me. Like, and then it gets really good. It just sort of, I want that to be stretched out better.
It's a soggy start because then we eventually go back to Ape City and it's all the same reveals as the
Yes.
first movie.
You may even say we have to ape the original.
A little bit.
Ah.
Yes,
He's got to
sir.
bury his fat boss here, Skipper.
Oh, dude, Skipper, this guy, man, the indignity of he's dying, but he lives long enough to realize what happened, but he's also blind.
Yeah, he goes
This
blind.
fucking
I
guy.
wish I could see the sun. And it's like, well, there is a sun right here. I don't know what fucking sun it is because we must be in some cuckoo planet and not Earth.
If I'm your commanding officer, at the end of my life, call me Jack.
Yeah.
Stop saying Skipper. Skipper, just hold on a little bit. I fucking is
Well,
Jack.
that's like a little nickname.
It's a term
around
of
the ship,
endearment, I guess.
Isn't
yeah.
it like the head of a ship, like the
Yeah.
skipper?
Yeah.
But
I guess so,
you
right?
could call him Captain, but I guess if you call him Skipper, it's more like a, hey, you know.
It's like a Gilligan's Island reference, right?
Yes.
I was supposed to be out there for 3 hours looking for this trailer. Now I'm on fucking Planet of the Apes.
Well, look, man, you don't know like how hardcore the Skipper is about decorum and whatnot. If he was like, "Oh, Jack, you're feeling this, son." Who's feeling the sun, officer?
I'm
Yeah.
not dead yet. Call me by the real name.
so I guess in is it the 70s or the
72, I believe. 72 or 73 when they leave.
when they leave. So in the 1972 Earth, are they like just like, well, so that one didn't work. Brent is gone now. So now who's gonna find Brent? Like
This is what we'll.
they're gonna keep fucking sending him up.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's a rescue mission doesn't make any sense because the first movie, they are fully aware that what they're doing
Is a one-way trip.
Well, no, they're coming. Well, it's, I guess, technically a one-way trip, but they're coming back. And they, like, Heston at the beginning is like, it's 700
Yes.
years from when we left Earth,
Yes.
But it's only been 18 months for them. But, like,
That's baked into the mission. They
that's
know that.
part of the
yeah.
mission. You're playing around with fucking
Mhm.
time streams or whatever this vague experiment was going to be. Why would you send the rescue party? There's no way to tell that anything went wrong.
Yes.
Because it's going to be 700 years.
Is it because I didn't even get that it was supposed to be a rescue party? It sounded like to me they were just following them. They were just ship number 2
Well,
that
maybe.
just happened to, and then he's like, "Oh, we were following you, and then we just hit in the same fucking time thingy, and we got out of whack too.
Fucking damn it. Taylor is fucking flying down this spaceship. Could you slow down? We're supposed to follow him.
Do you see him anymore? Do you see? I can't see him. I can't see him anymore. He's going way too fast.
We're making incredible time.
Oh my God, the 18 months are gonna fly by. Where the fuck is that guy?
Well, you gotta listen. I talk fast, I drive fast, Brent. You gotta keep up, baby.
I'm in the left lane.
Fast and space furious.
Ooh, I would watch that.
Oh, hell
After
yeah.
that
I guess
fucking
that-
meteor, I haven't seen that motherfucker. Where'd he go?
I guess Fast and Furious already did Space Furious in that last movie,
Oh,
right? Was that the last
in
one?
9.
No,
Yeah,
well, I
9.
can't keep track of this.
But yeah, so
shit.
vaguely Brent crashes with his skipper, who's a blind dude who dies, and it's very
Yeah,
sad.
but he gets that moment of like, oh my God, my wife and children and everyone I've ever known is dead.
That
we
realization,
did that.
dude, of like, oh, which is kind of funny because, like,
Yeah.
in this movie, it's treated more like, oh man, yeah, real bummer, right? In the first movie, that one guy is having that realization, and Heston's like, "You signed up for this trip, you fucking pussy. Stop crying."
Well, that's the movie's missing, especially in the early going. The soggy beginning is like that bitter irony shit. You know what I mean? Like that
Right,
Rod
right.
the Rod Serlingness of it all. Like there's humor. Like the fact that Taylor is trying to get that guy's goat for the first like 30 minutes kind of drives the movie in a really
Right.
interesting way.
And apparently Rod Sterling, I guess, had a brief draft of this or something.
Serling wrote the
Ooh.
screenplay to the first one, I think.
But there was mention
Oh,
that
yes,
he
yeah, I
came
read
up
that
with
too.
the idea for the nuclear holocaust
Yes.
and the whole thing at the end.
That would make sense. Heston's thing, and I like that the whole thing in the beginning is like, well, at least it's something new.
Yes.
Like the Earth's a shithole. We were killing each other anyway. At least this is new. And then at the end, he finds out, actually, no.
Yes.
I'm just stuck here. And Brent, like, I don't even know what drives this guy.
No,
other
there's-
than I sure do like Taylor.
Exactly.
I sure
Like
do like
Taylor.
that fella.
He loves Taylor. He buries the skipper in the sand. First of all, mistake. You're going to have, crabs, and
Oh, yeah.
scorpions,
Oh, totally,
and things
dude.
just chipping away at
It's
that
the
guy.
lazy Picard job he did on Kirk in that fucking desert. Here's some rocks. You're not under the
But
ground at all.
First of all, just eat them.
Mm.
Food is limited. Eat the skipper.
You think he should discover? Because
Yes.
I was going to say, you leave it for all the animals. That's the circle of life, baby.
That's, I guess. So.
Hey, Gilligan, did you eat the skipper? Need a little wind here.
The Tommy Boy quote. I love it. Oh my god.
As soon as I get back to shore, you apes are dead meat.
Listen up, you spazoids!
You better pray to the god of skinny apes that this wind doesn't pick up.
Do you think the apes are eating people in this? Like human pizza?
So
No.
disgusting to them. It's gross.
Yeah, I guess
It's gross.
you're
It's
probably
like
right.
roadkill.
Well,
Yeah.
do you view apes like that? You think they're like roadkill? Wouldn't you eat an ape if you had the chance?
Again,
No,
we know
I
where
don't
I
think
stand
so.
on the monkey pizza.
Yeah,
scenario.
you're yes,
Yes.
right?
A monkey pizza, a monkey gumbo. Again, if you dress it up, I'll have
You
fun with
gotta
it.
add those spices.
Yes, exactly.
I can't just have. You gotta cook it well. You can't just have like a non-seasoned piece of meat on the
No,
griddle.
no,
what are you
no.
doing?
I kind of feel though, and I know this isn't the case, but monkeys in general, like monkeys, apes, everything like that, I just consider it all endangered.
Yeah,
And I'm
that's
not
fair.
eating
That's
endangered
fair.
stuff.
Is it endangered?
Not all monkeys, but like fucking
Okay,
gorillas.
well, what's
and
the
shit.
menu for them?
No, that's what I'm saying though. Is I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
But you know
in
what's
the
not,
moment.
you know what's not endangered? Human beings. Despite what Elon Musk will say on Twitter, or X, or whatever, people are in abundance.
Oh yeah,
They are. There's quite a lot of them.
Eat your fellow man.
Sure. I mean, we are okay. So we're pro mafia. We're now pro cannibalism. That's a good.
Well, I mean, I guess it also-
Slightly.
I-
In the right circumstances.
We'll be doing the Soylent Green fucking suicide containers soon
Please.
enough.
I mean,
Please.
eating him because also he's out of water too. That might it would there's
You think there's water in that skipper? He's got like a hump belly. right?
Dude, if you ask the Fremen, they'd fucking find some water in that
Oh, yeah.
skipper's carcass.
You know Fremen are fucking eating people.
Oh,
or
yeah.
They're draining out their juices. That's the same shit.
well, it's like Tank Girl. You have to take the water from the blood. It filters through.
Sure.
And then you do
There you
it. Yeah.
You,
Right,
you hear about the deleted scene in Dune 2 when it's Paul and it's Harvey Bardem's character. They get trapped and the still suit doesn't work, so Paul has to pee in his mouth.
Yeah,
Yes.
I totally. Yeah, Denny
I will
does
take
a-
it directly from the source.
Oh man, usul juice.
No, it tastes good.
Glug glug with my usul juice.
It tastes so good. It tastes so good.
Man, fresh piss like that in the Dune world
Uh,
would taste incredible.
exactly.
Wadib. don't waste your water.
Oh, yeah.
Here.
Yeah, that's what parents don't tell. Like, I would like a stern father to be like, "Oh yeah, you like this water? If you were in Dune, you would have sand in your mouth all the time, and you would beg for piss.
That's
You
true.
would beg for piss in your mouth,
That's
Scotty.
true. You
That's-
would beg for piss.
Dude, honestly, a bunch of Dune heads also being parents, like, no, if you were on Arrakis right now, you wouldn't be complaining about how hot it is, would you? Yeah.
Okay, little Paul, you're not exactly living up to your name. I'm just gonna be straight with you.
I
on
will
this.
get the navigators to turn this ship around.
You're nothing, Al Gaib.
Oh, nothing else, guys.
And I feel like it's like Brent got crash land, and he's like, God damn, I wish I could find Taylor or maybe a hot woman on a horse. No, I mean I need Taylor or water. Oh fuck, it's a hot woman on a horse.
I'll take it.
I shouldn't have wished on that.
And look at this, a horse. We have regular horses in this franchise. Imagine if it was a world of horses instead of apes. Wouldn't that be something?
That's terrifying
like
stuff.
Brave
dude.
Star.
Yep.
Years and years ago, I remember positing this fucking franchise should be called Planet of the Apes and Horses. because
Yes.
there are
Yeah.
so many fucking horses.
A lot of horses.
It's
Not
true.
many dogs. Nary a cat to be found. Horses out
We
the
need
ass.
to
In-
nuclear test on horses, see how they can sustain through this type of event.
I believe they did some of that during what happened in Chernobyl. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They were just
okay.
were throwing horses in there. Is this gonna help? Maybe.
love
Yeah, this
that.
horse melts when it goes past the barricade.
Oh,
we
ma-
still can't
aren't there
go
like
in.
Just like a candle. Damn.
There's like wolves or something near Chernobyl that are now like resistant
They're
to
like
cancer.
super wolves, yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Oh my
Yep.
god, I
There's-
love that.
There's some interesting stuff going on there, dude. Wouldn't be surprised if they find some secret health
Look at this.
things
We-
there one day.
Look at that. Yes, exactly. And that's now, in the hands of God knows who.
Yeah.
We need a nuclear catastrophe in these United States.
Yes.
Oh, I'm
we got to
sure-
compete.
I'm sure one isn't far off.
Yes.
Good.
We're always dancing on it a
Did
little
they
bit.
close Indian Point yet? What's going on with that
It's
fucking
closed,
facility?
but they have all this waste product, and they're like,
Uh-huh.
can we just dump it into the Hudson River?
yeah, go ahead.
And everyone's like, maybe not.
Go ahead. As long as it makes a profit, whatever.
We're all gonna die anyway. I mean, come on. Why would you? Why
We
would
all-
you? Come on, stop
That's
it.
very true. We are all going to die anyway. And then, yes, the year 3955 will eventually come around. Everyone you know right now is already dead.
Yes.
true.
I
And
feel like
apes
fucking
would be everywhere.
Sarah Connor here,
Con-
but it's true.
Conquest is where they explain that the cats and the dogs all died off
There's
from
some
the
virus or
disease
something,
that
yeah.
I assume
Right.
they got that idea and brought to rise. to
Which
have
is
that
why
thing.
Yeah.
people became pets.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which bring that back as well.
Speaking of what you just said, the 3955 is what Brent here spies on the little gauge or whatever. I don't understand. Like, when you're making a sequel, either look up the script, or if there was a lot of changes you're not sure, heaven forbid, you're the fucking studio, find a print of the movie in 1969 and rewatch it to make sure you get the year right and not have it be, what is that, 12 years off? 3978 is the first movie.
Oh, that's
and
hilarious.
this is just 3955. And I was
But
like, how
Apparently,
did you fuck that up?
even in Escape, they carry on 3955.
yeah.
That's what they keep it as. So
Yeah.
that's just lazy and
But
stupid.
I mean, this is going towards my new hobby horse, which is what I love about this movie.
Planet of Apes and Hobby Horses.
Yes.
Ooh.
is you never need to set up anything in a sequel. You don't.
No.
You never- this movie proves it more than anything in the world.
Well-
you can have a successful sequel, and the next movie as well. There's a sequel to this movie.
There's a
and
sequel.
we'll get to the end of this movie. Like, you never need to worry about it.
The-
you know what? Just
Yeah.
make your
But-
movie
Yep.
and just make your next. Take time, look at what worked, look at what didn't, and then write your next movie.
I love this movie, but it does at the start. We're just redoing the first movie.
I feel that's just to justify the new guy.
Yes.
Like, it's only because you couldn't get
Which is
Heston to do the
why
fucking
He
movie.
should look different.
Yes,
at
that's
the very
fine.
least.
Well,
Give me Bert in this fucking role. I would
Burt
be so
Reynolds
happy.
would have been incredible.
They
I would
wanted
love
somebody
that.
wanted, or he tested or something, and they're like, maybe Brent Reynolds.
Yeah,
That would have been great because he's just such a different energy and a different flavor.
Exactly.
Then even if it is just another dumb spaceship guy, it's at least it's Burt Reynolds, so it's totally different.
Yeah. What kind of horse you drive?
No, okay. Yeah. Is there any place for us to fuck around?
Exactly. It would take him like a week to find the dog tags. He'd be like, oh shit, look at that, Taylor's dog tags.
Oh, they were there the whole time. Didn't notice when I was railing you.
What do you mean there's a wall of fire? That doesn't make any sense.
I love. So we see Brett immediately finds Taylor's dog tags. I saw something on IMDb like it doesn't make a ton of sense that that Taylor would be able to keep his dog tags through the events of the first movie. You know what I mean? He's
Right.
caged and all the.
I kept these dogs. Are you going to do it?
Yeah, no, you can do it.
Up my ass that whole movie.
So I give these dog tags to you, little ape.
Yeah.
I kept them up my ass. I'd be damned if any hairy pawed son of a bitch was gonna get his hands on my
Damn
dog tag.
gorillas.
You could take it out of my cold, dead ass.
From my cold dead ass.
Oh, man, that would have truly been something.
He's proud of his service record.
Yes.
He's going to keep that. That's for his
Sure.
children that are already dead, probably.
But we see the flashback of what happens to Taylor. We see one. It's I'm teaching Nova to talk. Listen, it's gonna take a long fucking time. What do I have to do?
Taylor Nova.
Taylor Nova. You Nova. I'm Taylor.
And then meanwhile you got Brent, and I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, I'm gonna lose it.
Whew.
It's dude. Apparently, it's the proud tradition because years later they would do that in the first episode of that cartoon we talked about. Jeff.
I mean,
Right.
Jeff is
Bill.
bad, but Brent is it is a distinctly bad name. That is that is top level manager of a Dick's Sporting Goods. Not bad. Pretty good little thing there. But that is the Brent. That's a Brent I have met.
I think we're doing last names here.
Oh, that's the last name.
Yes, yeah, it is.
Are we?
Yeah, I think he's like Joe Brent or something like that. Because
Okay.
Taylor's his last name too.
I guess
Right.
that makes sense.
Like
I was always,
Tim the Tour Man Taylor.
Rough.
I was just calling him Bright Eyes this whole time.
Because that's always the Twilight Zone thing. They're always calling by the last name. It's like an old, traditional blah blah. We don't do that much anymore now. Now when when you used to work, you'd be like, "Well, hello, Mr. Taylor. Hello,
Yes.
Mr.
I mean,
And-
we got to go back to that. I mean, when you see me out on the street, you don't say, "Hey, Eric," you say, "Mr."
Oh,
Okay.
Mr.
You
Siska.
click your heels.
Well, I think also. I mean, they're in the military. They're in the
Yes,
Air
yes.
Force. They're
Yeah.
astronauts.
Yes.
You're doing that.
I guess that is quasi right. They're like they had to go through the Air Force first. Is that how that
Yeah,
works?
that's where we get astronauts from.
Unless you go to Space Force.
Oh, right. Okay, sure.
That's
The actual thing or the show?
No, it's mostly a laser tag arena. You're in there training.
Oh, if you get 3 kills, you get a free milkshake at the concession stand in the Space Force Training Center.
Look at all these tokens.
I bought a whoopee cushion.
Wow, someone did really good on the skee ball while they were waiting to go into the space
I mean,
simulator.
I'll respect veterans to a point, but
Sure.
if you say you're in space, I'll spit on you
Yeah, yes, you should. I agree with that.
because that's not a thing.
Yeah, the only guns you're
What is
firing
that?
is that you're playing House of the Dead as well.
Until you do,
You gotta step on the pedal and make them go to the next spot. Come on, you're fucking it up.
until you're doing military
Yeah.
drills in outer space, shut the fuck up.
Exactly. When the xenomorphs come, maybe I'll run to
And
Space
listen.
Force and say, "Save me, save me."
And God be with them. You
Yeah.
know, if you want to, if you can actually pull that off, go ahead and do it. But don't just name something that and don't do anything.
When are we getting? Oh, you mean something that fucker created and it's just all a bunch of bluster and bullshit? Weird.
Well, no, we don't want any trouble.
Where is? Here's the question. Where?
we
when?
salute him.
When? No, we don't. When are we getting Space Force recruitment commercials on NFL games?
Oh, that's
You know what I mean? Because we
Yeah.
we just love bringing out the Army for
They'll,
that.
they'll
That's the
start
thing.
with Twitch. They'll start with Twitch.
That's the thing is the army would never allow that. They're like, that's our shit.
Yeah.
You stay away from it.
Football fans are who we prey on. God damn it!
Hey, welcome to Major League Soccer. Do you want to join Space Force, maybe? I don't know. Anybody out there? Anybody?
Welcome to the National Lacrosse Championship.
Yeah, there you
Brought
go.
to you by Space Force.
The Can Jam Championship. But yes, so
Anyway.
we see Taylor. He's trying to teach Nova. He's like, he gives her his dog tags. She's enamored with them, and then he's like, they see a wall of fire. He's like, wait, hold on, I played Moses. I think that's God.
Wait a minute, Ape got damn.
And he's like, I'm going to go investigate. And I'm going to leave the movie for about 68 minutes.
And
I'll
he
be right back.
slips into this like vortex. He just disappears into the wall.
the fake rock.
It's a pretty cool.
It's cool.
It's a cool little mystery to keep me awake for the next fucking
But
40 minutes.
I would say just have it another temporal loop and have him out of the movie completely, and then maybe one of these sequels, Taylor shows up again.
I
Comes
mean,
back in, yeah.
It would be funny if Taylor saw that, and after seeing the beautiful Statue of Liberty in its current state, he'd be like, well, that's an easy way to die. Here you come, firewall. Here we go.
But it's kind of funny, like, because again, this whole movie's like, all right, no, Taylor's gone. It's Brent's movie.
Yeah.
Wow, here's Brent, everybody.
Yeah, hi, Brent.
But then, like, again, 51 minutes later, when Heston comes back, because he's fucking Charlton Heston, he's like, thanks for keeping the movie warm for me, Brent. Let me get in here narratively and do everything.
Let me get my ass back in this movie. Ooh,
Well, it's one of those.
ooh.
It's one of those famous things, like what Bill Murray was trying to do at one point.
Yes.
Like, if I'm in a Ghostbusters sequel, I got to be a
Kill-
ghost.
yeah.
Kill me off.
Yeah,
Liar.
And
Liar.
he
Yeah,
was
wow.
that guy's a liar, but Heston sticks to his guns
It's
more
true.
ways than one. And he said, "Kill me in this sequel if I come back for it," and they deliver.
And
Yes, they do.
apparently, he gave all of his script
Salary?
salary to charity. Which
Yeah.
is,
Right? Which,
I mean,
It was probably a gun
I was gonna say,
charity.
depending
The
on Charlton
NRA.
Heston, maybe not the right
yeah,
charity.
the National Rifle Association charity.
AK-4 babies. We love it. It's a wonderful charity that makes sure that they get little baby stuffed plush AK-47s.
You got to train your kids young on how to use an AK-47.
They got to hold it right. They have to
Yes.
know how to hold it.
I do love when he's talking to Nova at one point, and he's like, perhaps we can find a place to settle down here and maybe have a couple of kids. And those kids will talk, by the way, god damn. But he's
Oh, yeah,
like
he's like,
already trying to figure out,
He's
like,
putting his foot down.
find me a tree and some grass around it, and we'll just have you will be the new Eve.
Do you have, by any chance, some barbed wire to let everybody know that this is my space and that nobody can come on it, or I will kill them?
Listen,
Is there any way for me to do that here?
Oh, great. Now my no-talking mother-in-law is coming. Listen, we are raising this baby to talk, madam.
Yes.
To put that sign down.
But it's
Put that sign down.
half Taylor, half Nova. Is it just going to half speak, maybe? Right? Like every other word?
Yeah, well, it's like, she eventually learns to kind of talk at the end of this movie, moments before being hilariously blown away. So you
Too bad.
figure they'd like learn.
Well,
you
she
know?
says Taylor.
Yeah.
Well, it's a start.
I could teach a dog to say Taylor.
You know what, dude?
I'll take that money.
Here's
I don't
the
think
thing.
you
Here's the
can.
thing.
Oh, you don't think I can?
I'll give you fucking 10 years to teach a
Why
dog
is
how to say
everyone
Taylor.
betting against me all the time?
Because
right?
it's the smart bet.
Is it? I don't know.
Well, when you say insane things like
10
teaching
years?
a dog to say Taylor.
I bet you there's a listener out there right now that has a dog that can say Taylor.
No, and I
Please
don't
write
want-
in.
I don't want no brr, brr. No.
That counts.
No, it doesn't count.
Have you heard the way some of these people talk on the bus?
Again, no.
You gotta get off the bus, dude. You don't like it.
I don't.
I think
like
you
it.
go to a fugue state when you enter the bus, it seems
Yeah.
like.
I also just don't know why you're engaging in this much New York public transportation. You don't live here.
I know.
You take a fucking
Yeah.
private car from the train station.
I actually did take a private. car.
And he's like, Mr. Siska, is the air conditioning okay in here?
He clicked his heels and opened the door for me.
So Brent is like, he sees the dog tags. He's like, take me to Taylor.
Right.
But oops, she makes a left and goes back to the first movie, which sucks. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you'll go right to the next movie or left to movie one.
I don't have as much of a problem with this as you do, just because I find all of these movies kind of fascinating in their own way. And what
Sure.
this movie does drop the ball on, that I guess was like in either, I don't know if they shot any of it or if it was like, nah, this is the Brent show, was a lot more about this infighting
Yes.
between the chimpanzees and the gorillas.
Which I find incredibly
Right.
interesting.
Much more
That
interesting.
shit's really cool, and they only sort of skim the surface.
Yes.
Also because, like, Dr. Zaius, man, you rewatch that first movie, and definitely into this one, too. Dr. Zaius is a fucking scumbag.
Yeah,
And he's,
sure.
he's a total fucking villain, and I feel like
But Zira's also racist.
Zira, yeah.
Against,
got her
against
issues.
gorillas.
Look,
got it.
she's
Yep.
got her issues.
Against gorillas. She's like, I need to cut one of these brains open because they're dumber than the fucking humans.
But made
Is she
for-
wrong? Is she wrong?
Cornelia,
Is she wrong?
Cornelia, shut the door. Shut the door. I don't want to hear the gorillas. Those fucking gorillas.
yeah.
But yeah, so they are spying on Ape City, and here we do have, again, all the great, like, set design. I do like seeing way more of Cornelius and Zira's Flintstones-esque house that they
sure.
have.
Love
It's
it.
pretty great,
I
man.
love it.
Oh, that's right. Because also, Taylor does say, like, right before he walks into the wall of fire, he's like, if you run into trouble, go back to Zira. Remember Zira?
Nova, Taylor,
Yeah.
Zira.
Listen, if there's any trouble, run right to the Apes forces and
Yes.
get yourself put in a cage again.
And
Great
get
call.
beheaded.
There is way too much in this the sequence here where they go in. He's like, "Oh my god, it's a fucking city of apes! Isn't that crazy?" And I'm like, "I know, man. You should have seen the first movie."
She's got to be annoyed at this point. Like, God, do I have to go through this again? Like,
Well, do you know
Right.
what? Do you know what
Another-
this is? This is like the end of Back to the Future 2. The
Yes.
experiment works. Marty goes back, and then all of a sudden, Marty's running down the fucking street again. And Doc Brown, Zira in this case, is like, "No, I just fucking set you free. What are you doing? No, no, but I'm back. I'm back from the Forbidden Zone."
Yes,
She-
it's
she passes
Taylor.
out.
It's Taylor again, but with a smaller head, and he's calling himself Brent.
Great Scott.
But we do get Ursus,
Ursus, yes.
Mhm.
which is a great character design.
Right.
He's this guerrilla general that is completely militaristic. He has this big speech about the only good human is a dead human.
Oh,
We're gonna
yeah.
go, we're gonna go into the
Yes.
Forbidden Zone.
In a
There's
holy, like, adventure, like a holy, it's like
a
we're
holy
getting-
war, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like a holy war, and they're chanting invade, invade, invade. Sound familiar?
Mm-hmm.
And this is, I mean, it's interesting, right? Because he's like, it's all because of the events of the first movie that this is even drummed up. He's like, actually, so for fucking centuries, we've been told that the Forbidden Zone is forbidden because of
Yeah.
irradiation and curses and whatever else. But now we know there's these armies of people out there, and
Yeah.
we got to go snuff
Right.
them out before they impede on our living.
Not just that. There's apparently some food shortages.
Yeah.
Like
Ape City has a food shortage.
there's going
yes.
to be famine, so we have to go and I don't know what
Well-
that means. Cultivate this radiated land.
Well, they're making us feed our slaves, so I guess we have to go out to the Forbidden Zone and make agriculture.
Unless we list a few more of these for target practice.
Could work.
Which
Who
what-
knows?
this is what we eventually get to that in Ape City, where there's humans being used as target practice. We need to do this with apes. Put them in the uniforms of our opposing forces.
Mhm.
And we could shoot them off horses.
Yeah.
We could net them. We could hit them with the club
Look,
in the head.
You pitched this to Biden, he might take it. At this point, I'm not going to say no on that. It might actually be like, actually, yeah, that's good.
Right.
That's like a good one. Let's have a good old-fashioned ape killing on the White House lawn. Why not?
See, again, you couldn't get away with that here. Endangered species.
Is that right? Oh, you
Yeah,
just said that
they're
earlier.
they're all endangered, dude.
Well, they do. Well, in this movie, the humans again, like in the last movie, they were like human pets, etc. It seems like Ursus is like, no way. He says very specifically, we're gonna kill them all, and a very select few will be allowed for Dr. Zaius' great experiments. That's it.
Yeah, his fucking cranium measuring and whatever.
Well, for Zira, yes, I like that she's kind of like, it makes for a more complex character. Like,
does, yeah.
honestly, she is like
I like that she doesn't want-
problematic or whatever the fuck.
Zira is amazing.
But
She's
she-
the best character throughout the entire series.
And
Oh, yeah.
unfortunately, she's out of this movie in about a half hour. And I do love the part where she doesn't stand up during the speech. And like,
Yeah.
Cornelius is like, come on, they're gonna kill
But
us."
But the
Yeah.
next movie is basically all her, and it rules. I love you, Zira.
Cornelius here, yes, is played by a different dude. It's David Watson is the guy's name. He was a
Boo.
very not a lot of gigs booked British TV actor.
And he's
Didn't
just
really
doing
do
a
much.
Rodney McDowell impression.
And
like,
Yeah.
it reminds me of, speaking of Back to the Future 2, where we
Yeah.
have a fake Crispin Glover.
Oh right, yeah,
But I guess you can get away with it more when there's ape makeup.
Yes.
You know.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
But it's, it could be worse. It's not that bad.
Well, and
No,
the-
it's not. I actually, the first time I watched the movie, I got totally fooled by
Right,
it, and then
yeah.
I was like on IMDb, like, oh, that wasn't him.
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
well, they had, this Brent guy do the makeup of Charlton Heston. So, I mean, I don't see the big issue. I mean, it is amazing that you couldn't get two of your major
Yes.
actors back for this one.
right.
so
So Brent's like, oh, it's a bloody nightmare with this
Yes.
fucking fascist speech about this holy war. And he goes into Zira and Cornelius's home, right? And he gets a little medical treatment, some maps, some
Yes,
food.
because they're like farting around in the woods, and some like a guerrilla soldiers onto them, and this dude just like fires wildly into the
Yep.
brush, and like just so happens to hit Brent on the arm or whatever.
Grazed
Yeah,
him,
great.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just a flesh wound. It's just a flesh wound, Brent. But while they sneak in, we cannot skip over the most unsettling scene in the film. You guessed it, Dr. Zaius and Ursus just in a schwitz, just having a sauna.
I love this.
Ape sauna, not in the first movie, if I'm not mistaken.
No,
I don't believe so.
It seems a bit counterproductive. I don't know. Like these
What?
guys they would overheat.
They're chilling out. They're apes. They got a different temperature, right? Or
Yeah.
They're different.
I feel like
species,
I'm
right?
I'm too hairy to be in a sauna, honestly.
Yeah. But there are, that there are hairy, big guys in saunas.
Oh, yeah.
That's a part.
Oh,
That's a cultural touchstone.
Yeah,
for
dude,
everyone.
I've seen some fucking silverbacked apes in
Yeah?
locker rooms and saunas over the years.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Back hair
See?
that you can brush, brother. It's out
Absolutely
there.
fucking
And,
part that shit.
dude,
Speaking of Moses.
It's like these two guys, kind of heads of state, right? Like Zaius is huge in the government. Ursus is obviously like the sec def.
yeah.
And they
Yeah.
both got their nips out,
yeah.
and they like you could tell like we were so close to seeing Zaius's dick.
Dude,
Ugh.
Dr. Zaius about to hang brain in the Planet of the Apes sequel.
I
Ooh.
need
You're
to
at
see it.
least seeing like some Viggo Mortensen and Eastern Promises shots.
Yeah,
some balls from the side.
Yeah.
You're getting from
Yep.
a certain
Oh
angle.
my god! Now I want to see like a like an ape or a human that has been in prison forever that has like crazy tattoos.
Nice.
Yeah, apes in a barber chair, just getting their throat cut like
Yes.
fuck
saw wise.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That would be great.
You disgusting ape prick.
That would make more sense. Like I kind of would wish that this was seen. It is funny because I'm watching it and I'm like just laughing at it the whole time. Whereas like if they did something like maybe the general actually likes shooting humans, like
Yeah.
and has himself the fucking human thing.
Right.
Something like that would underline how different they are because you
Right.
cut so much of the interesting stuff out of your
You
movie.
mean like go even harder? So he's like the Eamon Goth character from Schindler's List, and he's just shooting
don't tease
from
me.
a balcony. And
That
shit.
would be so good if you because you don't get. I wonder maybe we'll get it in this new trilogy or whatever they're doing after Kingdom. But
Okay,
sorry,
yes.
I'll say that.
Go ahead. You guys,
Ironically, that's exactly what Steve did for about 60% of that
Because that
movie.
movie was fucking boring.
Let's
I'm sorry.
tell this
I'm
story
sure the
real
beers
quick.
had nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it.
These three gentlemen went and saw Kingdom of the Planet,
We
the
did.
new picture,
Yeah.
in
Yes.
Houston, Texas, at 10:15 p.m.
Yes, that was
it was
true.
a late
And
one.
I was
Which
like,
is 11:15 p.m. on our clock.
Yes.
You know
right.
what I mean?
And I told my driver, take me to the hotel.
Don't take me to the kingdom. I don't want to go to the
Click
kingdom.
your heels and take me to the hotel. I'm going to bed. I have not seen this movie yet. I want to see this movie, but these guys seem nonplussed.
I think. Well, I think I like it the most out of all of us, and I think it's very similar to this movie. Whereas there is a part of it that I love, and I
Yes.
think
Yep.
is really rich, and it's a good enough part of the movie. But all the stuff that comes before is so annoying and
Yes.
so formulaic and so repetitive and familiar. It's all this stuff that you knew already, and I mean, it doesn't help that the human element is really boring in this one.
Oh.
It is the bottom of the barrel of the
Ugh.
human actors, and it is 70 minutes
Yes.
until you get to Proximus Maximus, the Kevin Durant
Yes.
Wow.
ape leader, and
And-
that's what I'm buying the ticket for.
Yeah.
An ape with a crown? What are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah,
Yes, that's what I'm
exactly.
there for.
Yeah.
And I mean,
There's just so much grab ass.
well, it's doing my hobby. It's all set up for the next movie of like, oh, look at this. Let's really set
Yeah.
up what this
Right.
society is all about.
Even
Like,
though
yeah.
this one took
it
how
set it
many?
up so much that I don't want to watch the next one.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, this sequel was not quick off the heels of the last one. We've
No.
had like an 8-year or more drought, right?
And it's also sort of trying to do its own thing, but also
Yes.
adhere to the old structure as well, which is kind of a.
It's
I'm curious to check it out still. Because I think the
People like it.
Planet of the Apes movies, they're probably one of the best science
one of my
fiction
friends.
franchise.
Yeah,
right?
one of the
yeah.
best franchise for sure.
It's a fabulous franchise, and I don't hate this new movie. It was just a lot of like, when are we getting to the fucking Kevin Durant fireworks factory?
Right.
Yes.
And that just was a bit of a bummer. I'll rewatch it, and I
Yeah.
feel like my thoughts on it have softened a little bit, but also like those humans are so boring.
with the exception
Ooh.
of William H. Macy,
Whoa.
who,
Sure.
who has
But
not
again-
been, who's not been as good.
Takes too long.
Yes.
So what are the humans doing exactly that is boring? They're like
It's-
laundry day.
It's just the one girl who doesn't have a lot to do.
It's just
Right.
stealing stuff at the beginning.
Yeah.
And the William H. Macy stuff, again, is good. And I would have liked to see more of that, but I know like they're trying to set up, they're doing a little world building. They're starting to tease what's going to happen afterwards. Oh God, sometime in the next one, they have to This is one of the last doctors alive. This is Antoine Zaius. And because he's named after someone. Like,
That'd be
you don't
cool,
just
right?
get that name out of fucking nowhere. That's something someone thought of.
Yeah, I mean, I also despised that the main chimpanzee character that you follow in this movie is named Noah, and it's just one letter off from a major character of this franchise, and it was just distracting me the whole goddamn time.
With Nova?
Yeah.
Isn't there 2 letters? Because they got to remove the H, right?
I don't think there's an H.
no,
It's an NOA.
How do you know?
This little,
How do
because
you
the
know?
credits fucking
IMDb?
say it.
The credits?
The little monkey's name is NOA.
Yeah.
That's not a name.
And here,
I guess that's an ape name.
Zaius is a name?
Yes, Zaius is a name.
Sure.
it's my father's name. No,
I'm sure that comes from some Greek shit. Where
Sure.
Ursus apparently does, right? Oh, no, it's Latin for bear.
but
There you go.
Ooh.
Zaius is in this movie is kind of like he's interesting, and again, like I don't think that the movie fully allows him to develop, which is like you kind of don't know what side he's on, like because he goes up to the chimps and he's like, yes, science, of course. I just want to see what these gorillas are up to. I'm gonna ride off with them, and like
Yeah.
he's kind of playing it both ways.
Well, because he has, I mean, it's this weird conflict of interest with this character where it's like he is the leader of like the science academy
Yes.
or whatever, but also their whole existence has religion and
Yes.
science fused to it. So like the gorillas are these more like hardcore religious zealots kind of people, and he's trying to like play both sides and make
Yes.
everybody happy because the orangutans are right in the middle of everything. Like the chimps want to go at these gorillas during the town hall meeting, and the chimpanzees, the orangutans are kind of like, yeah, it's fucked up, but
Yeah.
He does have a point.
Yeah.
When Dr. Zaius goes to their house and they had just been treating Brent's wound,
Right.
and this whole thing of like, oh yeah, no, hey, Dr. Zaius, is Zira here speaking. This is my impression of Zira.
Oh, nice.
Sure.
Yeah, it's pretty good, right? Oh yeah, Cornelius hit me because of what I said at the meeting.
Dude, that is
Yeah.
wild.
And then Dr. Zaius is like, well, I don't blame him.
yeah.
Yep.
I don't blame him.
I was like, I thought this was 3955, not 1955.
So this
the fuck are you
covers
doing?
up the fact that there was this medical tryout or whatever.
Yeah.
And then
Right.
eventually like, Cornelius says, like, if she keeps going, I might have to hit her again. And Dr. Zaius is like, whoa, settle down, Cornelius.
He's like, yeah, we're not hip to that violence, dude. I said it was cool that first time, but I didn't really mean it.
You don't have to give her 5 across the eyes. It's fine. Just leave it alone.
I'm one of those orangutans who's right in the middle, so I said I was cool with it, but I'm not cool
And
with
also, like, I don't need to know what you guys are up to. I was just kind of popping in. Like, whatever you guys
Yeah.
think is best
it. Mm-hmm.
is great.
So the caravan's leaving to the Forbidden Zone. So I guess I'm going. Anyway, good luck.
I mean, I guess don't hit her. Bye.
but
Look-
it's like if society crumbles, well, I'm gone. I don't know. Protect science or something.
Figure it out. I
Bye.
don't know. I'm kind of tired.
Cornelius confirms that the other 2 astronauts that Taylor is with from the first movie are both now stuffed and are in the Ape City Museum.
Yeah.
You see, he comes across the one guy who gets killed like right at the beginning of the
Yeah.
movie in the first like ape wrangling scene. They just shoot this dude in the back of the head, and he's there like stuffed in the museum. And Charlton Heston's like, oh fuck. And then there's the other dude that they did some sort of like
lobotomy.
Yeah.
brain shit on him.
Yes.
Apparently, that guy got installed in the museum at some point after the first
I
movie.
love that.
Which is kind of the most important thing Zira says to Brent, Taylor, is
Yeah.
if you get caught by apes, never speak, because if you do, they will dissect you and it's gonna be bad for you. Like as
Yeah.
bad as it's gonna be for you, don't speak, no matter what.
I like in Cornelius and Zira's house, they just have this really sweet framed photo of each other. Just
Oh, yeah.
like, these like little touches, man. It was kind of reminding me of a Flintstone house a little bit. I
Because
don't know.
I feel like when everybody leaves, Zira's like, "Of course you'd never hit me." He's like, "Of course I would never hit you. My God, that's ridiculous."
Yeah, I can't
See
believe
that
you even had
pig-
to say that.
See that pig Zaius was into it? Of course that pig Zaius.
But yeah, so they pop back out, and this is again. I'm like, what are we doing here? We're playing way too fast and loose with what we're doing. Like, they're like, okay, so here's a map, and this is where we sent Taylor off on. This is the Forbidden
Right.
Zone.
Here's
like,
some rags to wear.
yeah, you got to
Get
look
rid
like
of
shit.
that astronaut uniform.
You look way too good. So here you go.
Put those dog tags up your ass.
But then they're just like, okay, well, good luck, and they leave the house
Yes.
in the middle of the day.
Yeah,
it's like
they're just-
3 o'clock in the
We
afternoon.
got to do a shift down at the Zaius Hall of Science.
But like, how the fuck are they? How is Brent and Nova getting out of there in the middle of the day?
I mean, they barely
Well,
do
they
before
don't.
they have that great like fight. They get caught almost
Yes.
immediately,
And they get put into a cage, and then they get put into like a little carriage to go to be test subjects on the gun range.
Well, we're doing everything that we did in the first movie, just a little different. So he's put into a day prison in the first one. This is a night prison.
Yes.
And then he is taken out. Yes, Eric is correct. They're then put on a mobile jail unit that
That's
is
right.
being dragged down the ward. They break out of that one too.
I
Well,
do
they
like the
break-
fight on top of the fucking thing.
That
It's
is
kind of-
cool.
Oh, that's a good
but
one that happens.
the way they break out is like, and this is so obvious. Zira, I can't believe this even worked. What are you doing, Zira? When she's like, oh no, I'll double lock this carriage for you before it goes to the testing range.
See, and that's
Unlocks it.
this is the whole thing, and this is what's so like unfortunate about this movie is like the same two sequences happen twice, and you guys are talking about them as if they're one thing.
Yes.
Which is crazy. It's like they get captured,
Yes.
they get brought back to Zira's fucking lab,
right.
and here's all the
Right.
cages again, and she's like, I just cleaned this mess up, and now you're back here already. And it's just this really quick. She's like, oh, that one's got a special cranium. Give him here. And this is Ursus is like, oh no, this one's been deemed. He's going out to the training grounds or whatever. And then this is,
Yeah.
they're just back on the road again. And it's like,
Yeah.
just start the movie.
We
Stop
did-
getting pulled back into Ape City.
I think by now we did get to see a little bit of the training grounds, and there's some
Yes.
great stunts here. A guy gets fucking like trampled by a horse in
Yeah.
this movie.
Dude, some pretty decent horse stunting going on.
Yes.
Although I'd imagine we're making this movie in 1969. A lot of those horses probably didn't survive the shoot.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Imagine that you sign up for the army, and then they got like apes on horses, and you're just shooting them off.
Okay. I guess I signed up for it.
The football show told me this is how I'd pay for college.
Is this happening? Okay.
And then you're netting them and you're stabbing them, and but there's some also like non-murder sport here where they're stabbing dummies.
Yeah.
When do you
Well,
get
it looks like very similar to when in Patriot games, when the IRA is in the desert training.
Yes.
Oh,
and
sure.
all of a sudden, like look, we just want you to know they're double evil. They're in the Middle East learning how to do this. Okay,
Mhm.
pretty evil guys.
Gorilla, gorilla.
What Patriot Games thinks the IRA does and does not do could fill a fucking book.
It's amazing, incredible movie.
That movie is kind of like your uncle's fucking Facebook post come to life
Oh.
in some ways.
Will be on this feed at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, the craziest damn movie.
But when is the protest? Because the protest is really obviously it's kind of on the way on. I think when the they're taking Brent out for the second time. There's a
It's when Ursus and Dr. Zaius, they're all getting ready
that's
to
right. They're gonna finally go on the road.
they're going out because they're like, hey, we're doing this mission. We're gonna go into the Forbidden Zone. We're gonna fucking find whatever's going on.
and we're gonna just kill as many humans as we can.
yeah.
This is when we get the other chimps, which is really, and we kind of set this up a little. This is the don't trust anybody over 30 bit, a little bit. You know what I mean? We set this up in the earlier movie, which is there is this class of younger chimp that isn't cool with all this shit.
No, these
you know?
college-age
Yeah.
chimps that are at their education
Oh, my
facilities
God.
protesting quietly.
Mhm.
And
then somebody's
non-violently.
funding their fucking tents.
You know
Somebody's putting big bucks on
Oh.
their little tent.
Wait,
I've
hold on.
heard-
So these chimps have pink signs that say peace on them. They just had these signs.
I've heard enough. Send in the gorillas. Send in the gorillas and clean them out.
We clean them out. They do. Dude, they beat the shit out of these protesters. They put them in fucking cages, just like
And
Brent.
we'll,
Which, again,
we'll
is a
continue to be the people that pretend to be defending free speech.
Well, no, actually, so that would happen, and then 40 years later,
Yeah.
new chimps would protest, and the chimps that protested then would be like,
Right.
"Well, that's ridiculous. We did it differently. You understand?
That's right.
Exactly.
We
Cornelius and Zira are using like binoculars out their window, like, that's not how we did it when we
Mhm.
protested,
When
Cornelius.
we protested South Africa, our weed was much weaker. Send in the gorillas.
But yeah, no, it is brave to do this in '69. Obviously, what we're talking about is
Yeah.
Vietnam and
Absolutely.
shit. You know what I
Sure.
mean? So like, this movie isn't without its
Civil rights also.
Yeah, it's also true.
Yeah.
Yeah, just all that shit. Which is great.
That's, I mean, listen, that's why these movies are excellent. They're
Yes.
big studio pictures, studio genre films
Mhm.
Yes.
with messages in every single one of them.
Imagine if YouTube was around back then. Oh,
Oh,
boy,
yeah.
Oh, boy. Oh, my God. Oh, my
Where are
God.
the libtards?
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Oh man, this woke Planet of the Apes. Has that happened yet? Has that happened with this
That's
new
a great
movie already?
question. Yeah.
I assume someone's saying it. I mean, they have to. You have to call everything woke
This
for
was-
They're
some reason.
accusing the X-Men of being woke, which
Yeah, yeah.
is the stupidest
Yes.
thing you could fucking
I mean,
say.
this movie, right, is a
man.
little woke, and they made 4 more sequels.
Yeah.
This is 1970.
Yes.
I haven't seen Battle is the only one I have not seen yet.
Mhm.
But my one other hit against this one is that this is the only one that seems to really hang on to the last entry.
Yeah.
Like it's really, really doesn't want to let
Yes.
go of that whole
It
feeling.
Oh,
Ev-
well,
everything
yeah.
else is a little different. I would say Battle might be the weakest, but it's still good.
It's
still
good.
good.
I think
but-
it's the weakest. We are doing a lot. That movie's all about like their law of like ape shall not hurt ape.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
it's like, hey, some of us apes are pretty shitty. Do we still stand by
Yeah.
that? And like that's
Right.
kind of the idea. But like, talk about slash budgets. It's cheap as fuck. They're riding around in like a shit ass school bus at
Yes.
one point. It's
Oh,
really,
yes.
really
There's
cheap.
a school
boy.
bus for a battle van, and not in the cool Mad Max.
Oh,
one.
Yeah, no, not at all.
And
So
they're not hanging
Conquest-
out with Timothy Leary or anything like
No,
that.
it's in the
Okay.
garage sale kind
Okay.
of way.
And Conquest was like there was like the prison stuff.
Conquest is my second
Really?
favorite.
Okay.
That is when Caesar, you set up Caesar at the end of Escape from the
Of the
Planet of
next
the Apes.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's Ricardo Montalban and Caesar for most of the first half of Conquest, and then he is the one who is the one who gets the army
These
I
together.
movies
think
are so
that's the
good.
one that has the awesome Roddy McDowell
It
monologue
is.
at the end of
when
it.
when he tells the guy why they're doing it. Yeah.
If people are in the U.S. right now listening, I believe all of these are on Hulu right now. If
They
you
are.
have Hulu.
Oh, right.
Every
Yeah,
one
yeah,
of them.
So yeah, blah blah blah. Brent has a fight with this guy.
This is a great action
It is.
sequence.
It's-
Like, this is like a straight out of a Western. Like, he's on top of the wagon doing all these stunts and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. I'm liking
Him and
that.
Nova get away, and finally they find the sequel. The sequel is
Ooh.
there.
Oh,
Oh, my
they-
God. It took 40 minutes.
It's
It was under the other movie.
Exactly.
You have to
The
go
whole time.
beneath the other movie, and the sequel's there.
I mean, dude, what a brilliant title. The movie's hidden underneath the first movie.
I do love when they find that subterranean like passage. And
Oh,
it's like,
yeah. It's awesome.
Queensboro
Oh,
Plaza.
Oh my God, the tile work! Look at this tile work.
The
But-
Queensboro Plaza. So one of the
Yes.
central focuses of the end of the world as we know it
Mhm.
was where I went to get Popeyes for several years.
Yes, of course. But we got to point out the inaccuracies here
Yep.
about Queensboro Plaza is an elevated train station.
Yes.
Queens Plaza is the subterranean one next to it.
Right.
Yes.
Which is the case now. My question only is, was that the case in 1969?
Hmm.
Yeah, fair enough. I say,
Yeah.
I
I had the same thought. I was
they-
like, excuse me.
When
They
the-
fucked up the ears, so I think this
or
is
in
those
the
are fuck up.
future, you could combine them,
So
right?
here's the thing: no, the
Right.
nuke when it came in and finally took out all of humanity,
Yes.
it swept under Queensboro
Mm.
Plaza, knocked it down,
There it is.
and
Oh,
then
that makes
exploded.
sense. Yeah.
I
Very-
do
very-
love
yeah.
this, like exploring like these old ruins of New York.
Oh, it's so
through this
cool. Yeah.
Like, oh my God, you blew it. Oh wait, New York Stock Exchange. I'm okay with that one.
This
That one you can blow
the
up.
stock
Sure.
exchange.
is what
fine.
Nova must be like. Jesus Christ, he finally gets it. Yes, they blew
Mhm.
it. It's been Earth all.
But
I
this-
can't speak, but it's been Earth all along, dude. I mean, you have to fucking keep up. You really have to keep up. It's
I'm
been
sorry.
Earth all along.
Brent, quick question. Did you see the first movie, man? This is me, Nova,
It's like-
asking you that.
Okay, now we're walking by Radio City Music Hall, and I'm going to be tapping your toe to let you know that it was Earth all
No.
along.
Nova, why do you constantly bang your head against things as if in frustration about what I'm saying?
Wow, you have a Queensboro Plaza too?
This is getting weird.
But all this art, this art and design is great. These matte kind of paintings, like it's
Yes.
really cool.
The way that the reveal is given is so awesome because the first thing that tips him off when he walks into this cave is he sees subway tile
Yes.
Yes.
on the wall, and he's like, "Wait a second,
Then he sees
perfectly, put
Yes.
together tile."
Then he sees a telephone booth, and he's like, "Whoa!"
Well, perfectly
yeah.
put together tile on the subway must not be New York. What is this, California?
It's
Where
not
the
almost
fuck are
falling
we?
in on itself. Well,
Yeah.
that's not New York. That's not my New York.
Honestly, the Queens Plaza in this movie kind of looks like the fucking Queens Plaza
Yeah.
station now.
Have you noticed what they've started doing in this goddamn town?
No,
They're like putting tile over tile.
Yes,
They're
oh, yeah.
rebathing the
yeah,
city.
yeah, they just put the new tub on top of the old tub.
Yes, I'm like,
Oh,
don't do that.
God
That doesn't
damn
Have a
you.
little fucking self-respect.
I have to say, this is the way they introduce these little
The underdwellers.
well, not the underdwellers, like the weapons they have.
Oh, uh-huh.
I don't know what it must have been like to actually go see this movie in the theater when it opened and just be assaulted by this noise.
Yes. Oh yeah.
That is like genuinely off-putting.
right,
and,
they're-
like,
My cats were not having it.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
mental weapons.
yeah, yes.
Right. There's
the
a
noise.
humming. It's like a beacon that is, I guess, guiding, not Taylor, Brent, Jeff, Bill,
No one.
into to find these guys. I guess he eventually finds a ladder where he touches it and it stops.
Yeah.
Well, he passes a certain point, right? He's
Mhm.
walking through it.
They start walking through the tunnel because it's a classic. This movie's going pretty slow as it is. Let's
Yes.
stop
Yeah.
and take a nap.
Yes.
And so like Nova's sleeping and he walks up, the path that they came down and he's like, oh, there's apes right there. Now we have to get moving.
Yes.
And they start going into the tunnel, and as soon as they hit the tunnel, it's
Right.
like
During
a power
that nap
source kind of
scene, though, there was a good moment where these apes were like taking a rest outside. It's like, can't we just go back to our outfits? Sarge says we can't go back till we find them.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
So I do like those little asides with the apes doing their own
Yeah.
thing.
There's a weird. Did you guys see the poster that's here that he sort of uncovers? It says, New York is a summer festival.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Mhm.
is it? It's fucking miserable here in the summer.
Do you mean it smells like a summer festival? Like a bunch of BO and trash?
Festering festival.
Well, all right, that's a good question. Would these tunnels stink more or less after the nuclear explosion?
less,
It's gotta be
less,
less.
less.
Is like the nuke's a little antiseptic, you think? A
Oh,
little
yeah.
bit? Yeah.
A little antiseptic, and then you had 2,000 years of nobody pissing in the tunnels.
You animals, you got rid of the hot garbage smell.
But that's, I mean, all those years of just lacquering on piss and shit on the
Yes.
walls. Yeah, it
Yeah.
has to be burnt off like that. You
Yep.
can't just do a little wash.
And a nuclear reaction is the only way to do it.
Guess
dude.
we have to nuke New York.
Yeah, well, that's what I've been saying for a long time.
Someone's thinking about it.
And then we
I'm
can
sure.
rename it Nuke York.
There we
Nuke
go.
What do you think
York,
about-
Nuke York.
It's look at that. It rolls right off the
Yeah.
tongue.
They
Pretty
play
easy.
it every time the radioactive Yankees win a game.
Oh man, it's Steinbrenner the 15th made him shave off all those tentacles.
Emperor Steinbrenner the 7th.
Oh my
Oh
god.
god, yeah, they clone him and bring him back like
Mhm.
fucking Duncan, Idaho, over and over again. George Steinbrenner running the Yankees.
Yes, he's going around. I mean, yeah, there's some cool stuff. We just this stock. It is weird. Like we see the stock exchange. I think we see the NYPL, right? The
Yeah, you got the library. One of them, Ghostbusters lions, survived.
yes.
So that's nice.
miss my brother.
He was destroyed in the blast 2,000 years ago.
And I believe the telepaths are in Grand Central.
Yeah,
'cause
that's their
there's
location.
Signs for trains.
Yeah, much like Lex Luthor himself.
Well,
yeah.
well,
right.
they first go to, which kind of doesn't make a ton of sense. They go to St. Patrick's Cathedral.
They go
Yes.
all the geography doesn't really make a lot of
Yes.
sense,
Yeah.
but I'll forgive it since there's a nuclear weapon.
but he's
It's
outside.
fine.
When he's outside of St. Patrick's Cathedral, I guess, and it's been a couple days. He sees that murky water. I'm like, dude, I wouldn't.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, even Nova's like, mm-mm.
Nope, I'd be fucking flipping over myself and drinking my own piss somehow, dude. No way am I drinking out of this St. Patrick's Cathedral irradiated bird bath, holy
Yes.
water thing, whatever's going on
And
here.
you know, in this future, the Ninja Turtles exist.
Of course they do.
And they're pissing and shitting in there.
Oh man, we survived 2,000 years. Cool.
You get a drop of this shit on you, you're going to look like Emil in RoboCop. And you're
Yes.
going to be in a bad state.
I thought so. Like right when they're drinking out of this thing is when the underdwellers start using their mental powers on him. But I thought the water was like so poisoned. That's what makes him
Yes.
start strangling. Oh, this water is disgusting.
I got to end you to end us. We must leave this.
But yeah, he's like, I don't know what's happening. What's coming over me? And he just starts fucking drowning her in this holy water
Oh,
basin.
I love it.
Holy fuck, dude.
So good.
I forgot. I knew basically how this movie ended up, but I was like, how does she fucking get it? And I thought it was here.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is brutal.
Well, it's a lesson to the ladies out there. Just don't pick up any dude on your horse that you see on
That's
the road.
true.
You know what I mean? He
That's
might
true.
look like your ex-boyfriend,
Right.
but he's a totally different guy.
Well, to his point, it wasn't him doing
Ah,
it,
yes.
right? You know?
That's right. Well, he was being mind controlled by these fucking underdwellers, which come from the John Kramer school of being a shithead.
Yes.
Because they're like, we don't kill anybody.
Uh-huh.
we just make our enemies fight each other. I never killed a single ape in my life.
And now,
The apes just fought each other.
Steve, now that you saw this for the first time, you can get that Itchy and Scratchy cartoon.
Oh,
Remember
yes.
that?
Yeah. With the
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with the heads.
Hell yeah.
It's really, and again, it's really cool. I wish I had it 15 minutes earlier.
Yep.
So I could
Yes.
explore. I love that this movie's 90 minutes. No
sure.
complaints whatsoever. It's just we dick around too much on stuff that we already know when there's all this cool stuff coming.
They add so much cool stuff towards the end.
Yeah.
The structure is not perfect, but where it goes elevates it for me.
So it's a society of underdwellers that are all. It's kind of cool because they're all bundled up to their faces, essentially,
Mm-hmm.
and he gets into this room with them. And
Get out of my head.
I think it's a pretty effective way of doing it without. You never hear them talking without
It
him.
would be way too, if you're doing like this big theatrical voice of God kind of, now this is what it sounds like when I'm talking telepathically to
Yes.
you,
Yeah.
you know, and it's just,
Right.
instead it's like that little bell or a like that's just how they talk.
Which
to
is
it.
But he's
cool, and it's back and forth. But then his answers are kind of exposition of what was just.
Well, yeah, he's
asked.
doing the oh hello one-sided phone call.
Exactly.
The police?
Yeah.
That's who you are?
I was just following Taylor, another astronaut from 2,000 years ago.
But yeah, and they do have to kind of spell out for the audience. He's like, you're talking, but your lips don't move. I'm like,
Yes.
all right, is everybody caught up now? Can we continue the movie? This is how they're
Because
communicating?
was it 1970?
Yeah.
There was some guy that was born in 1870 in the audience.
Oh,
He
totally.
needs to be handheld.
How are they doing it?
Yeah.
How is he hearing them? They ain't speaking. Why aren't you explaining every single thing that happens? I'm lost. What are all those busts? Who is each one of those busts about?
I need to see some nameplates on these fuckers. Toot sweet, let me tell you.
Oh, so
that'd
you're
be
the
cool.
79-year-old.
No, I just want to see who are we worshiping in this underdweller
Sam
society?
the Fifth.
Well, it's just
Yes.
Sam 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's funny when Dr. Zaius eventually gets to the bust room,
Oh,
he
dude.
says like how obscene that there would be
break
human-
stuff. He's fucking crashing all these busts.
your fucking face tonight. Get me something to break. He said, she said, bullshit.
Give me something to ape tonight.
Yes.
Oh man. I do like this whole set though. GCT looking really cool right here.
And you've got the leader. The guy looks like Robert Vaughn. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, no, I like that guy. And it's weird. I'm thinking like Superman 3 and Superman 1. In this.
Yes, a little bit.
Yeah, the guy with the glasses, looked like he looks like the dude character actor. He's been in a ton of shit.
I think we're probably thinking the same guy.
The guy that I'm thinking of
Mhm.
is in those he's in the Netflix Marvel world as Owlsley, whatever the fuck.
Oh, okay.
Bob
yeah.
I was
Benton,
thinking,
I think his name
I was
is.
thinking the guy in Demolition Man as the chief of police or whatever.
Oh,
Remember
that's
that
the
guy?
That's the same guy.
Is that the same guy?
Bob Gunton or
Ooh,
Bob
yes.
Benton or
Who's
something?
also, who's also the
got
warden
there.
in Shawshank.
Yes,
There you
that
go,
guy.
yeah.
He looks
Oh,
like that
that's-
guy with
yeah.
He
glasses
looks
on.
obtuse, yeah.
Yeah.
Little Shawshank humor for you folks at home.
But yeah, so they are interrogating Brent here, and it's like, we want to know what you know about the apes. Come on, they don't believe his astronaut story, even though they literally have an astronaut they captured in their basement.
And he has left Nova outside of St. Patrick's.
They get like separated at
Yes.
this point or whatever, and I'm glad we're not cutting any scenes with Nova.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
let's just keep it to this.
She's having her magical New York vacation,
Sure.
taking
She
photos.
goes to the
Yep.
M&M store,
Right.
the
Oh,
remains of the
Broadway.
M&M
Right.
store.
Oh, look, Nova, they can make it in any color you want. Isn't that cool? Who spends $70 on it?
She's having lunch at Trump Tower. What are you doing, Nova? What are you?
Go to the John's Pizzeria on Broadway. It's the best of the whole bunch.
And finally, after doing some like mental torture and also bringing her in
Yes.
to the scene and making him fucking strangle her again or whatever's going on, he's like, all right, here you go. You want to know? The apes are marching on your city, motherfucker. What do you think about that?
They'll be here momentarily.
Yeah, all these fucking cool psychic telekinesis dudes all shit their pants at the same time.
Yeah.
I bet you all thought that you were going to have a half a movie. Well, turns out the movie's ending pretty quick. It's coming right down the line here, Mole Man.
It is coming quick. Yeah.
We should say
man.
before he gets arrested by these and sees all the first telekinetic he sees is a dude worshiping the bomb.
Yes.
He's like, I believe he's like singing a hymn or something, or
He's like doing something,
Yeah.
and it's the big golden
Gold.
bump right on the fucking I almost said the stage. What do we call
Altar?
it? Yes, thank you.
There you go.
The altar, like the bomb has been placed right there, and it's this gold-plated thing, and you just see on one of the fins or the wing of it, it just has the Alpha and the Omega sign on it. And I'm like, gold bomb.
Yeah, why not?
That's the best bombs, the gold bombs. They look pretty sweet, just like my toilet.
Oh yes, that's good. Until someone builds a gold bomb.
A golder bomb.
No, there's nothing inside it. It is solid gold.
But-
No, you can't fire this thing. It ain't gonna go anywhere. There's no wires or anything in it. It's just go.
This does become Oppenheimer, right?
Yes.
This line that eventually fucking Brent has, that the bomb could set off a chain reaction in the whole atmosphere,
Yes.
Yep.
is actually said in this movie.
Absolutely is, dude.
And then some
Absolutely.
ape's hat flies away.
Oh, mine hat.
Oh no, these calculations can't be correct. This looks bananas.
Oh, excellent.
I am become monkey death.
Well, maybe Dr. Zaius and Cornelius were talking about something a little more important than you, sir.
Yeah, I do love where we're at right here, because this is one of the weirder parts of this movie. The apes getting closer and closer to the entrance of everything. We get to see more of the underdwellers, like Wizard of Oz magic
Yes.
tricks that they're doing, and it's like, boy, is this a visual
Right.
to beat the band. They're like, hey, what's that in the distance? Oh, it's just a bunch of our ape brethren crucified upside down, still alive, and set on fire,
Yes.
are we?
It's really cool, this visual. I've seen them all
awesome.
hanging upside down, crucified,
Screaming.
and then there's a giant statue of the lawgiver that appears and has like stigmata. It's like bleeding from the eyes.
It's so insane. But the craziest part about it, and it's also the funniest, is Dr. Zaius is horrified, and he's like, our ape brethren are suffering. And he basically alludes to, like, we should put them out of their misery. And he, like, points to Ursus's gun or whatever. And Ursus is like, yeah, but the lawgiver said ape shall not hurt ape. So I don't, what do I do here, chief?
Right, yeah, you can't take an ape life.
There's
there a
some
footnote?
wiggle chimp room.
There a footnote there that I could wiggle onto. I do like, because I do think that Zaius is even like, because he doesn't want to be in the Forbidden Zone. That's why we shouldn't be in the Forbidden Zone. Look what happened.
I told you
Yes.
this would happen.
Yes.
And I'm in the back being like, that's pretty metal. I gotta say,
Because when they were debating
Pretty
it
cool.
earlier, it's like, what is more dangerous than famine, Dr. Zaius? The unknown.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But-
and so he decides to, he's like, this is bullshit. You watch me, this is bullshit. And he, like, rides his horse into the firewall, which is awesome. And then the visual has the statue of the lawgiver fucking fall on him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And then when it all, like, of course, like, dissipates or whatever, it's Dr. Zaius on the horse, like, oh, no. Like, he's crouching.
He
But-
should have a fat Dr. Zaius heart attack when that happens.
Yeah, he
Absolutely
should, yeah.
scared to death.
that's I would go the other way if I was Zaius. I'd be like, oh, big general didn't want to ride into
Yeah,
the
oh,
firewall, huh? Oh, weird. I just went into it. Isn't that weird?
You're not fit to wear that uniform.
You get right back here. You
Yeah.
get right back here.
Rips off his badge or whatever.
Oh, Mr. General with the big balls. Look at him now. Look at him now.
I'd laugh if it wasn't so pathetic.
Well, you can't lose me. If I am lost, all is lost.
Yes. But now we know. So like that was like kind of the humans. Well, we've got two moves. That
Yes.
was one. The other one, well,
Yeah, the fucking magic show didn't work.
Illusion or bomb. I do like that the bottom dwelling humans with the mind powers are like, these stupid animals don't have enough brains to withstand the illusions.
yes,
Yep.
And there is this, and I think that they can't talk to them telepathically either, for some reason.
Never fully fleshed out there,
No.
because I was sitting here like, why aren't they doing all their mental tricks?
Yes.
Like the mental pain
I
tricks are
guess-
making the apes fight each other.
I think it's
I think this line explains it. They're just stupid
Yeah, they're
animal
too
brains.
stupid to
Yeah.
do it.
and I love fucking mutant church more than anything in this movie.
It's
It's
so
so
good.
cool because we go down because like, well, we're gonna have to do what we said we are gonna do, and we know it's the bomb,
Right.
and they're singing to this bomb. They dress up Nova and Brent in these gorgeous gowns.
I feel that they're of two minds at this moment in their lives. The first part is like, just kidnapped by these telekinetic freaks. That
Yes.
fucking sucks.
Yeah.
But clean clothes.
Yeah, exactly. Running water.
And it's like, oh, this is a little too much like old Earth when people are going, my strength, my redeemer.
Yeah.
Dude, I was getting just as bored in ape or in underdweller church service as I did in Catholic church service.
I
But
do
it's-
love this line though. Glory be to the bomb and to the holy fallout as it was in the beginning, is now and ever shall be, world without end. Amen.
Yeah, that's it's the thing. It's so
It's cool.
and I also love, and Brent has got to be like, all right, so they're telepathic, they worship the bomb, but that chick's pretty cute. Okay, I can make that work.
The blonde?
Yeah, I can make that
Yeah.
work. All right,
Yeah.
let's and now just because let's remove our faces, and I'm
Yes.
like, hold on,
I love it.
She ain't hot no more.
I
It's
love
so cool. I mean, it's kind of I guess that they're vain about it is the
I
idea.
guess so, yeah. And I guess it's all this radiation damage that would have given them the powers to use telepathy anyway.
But
so,
after
Right.
generations, you'd be like, "Oh, those blue veins are sexy." You know what I mean? Wouldn't
I
that
don't
happen?
know.
That's how disgusting it is, though. Dude.
Yeah, I guess so.
Not even after centuries of being irradiated monsters are you looking at that every day like, yeah, I'd fuck it.
No, dude.
The Ferengi fuck each other on the regular.
There are neither hardness nor wetness happening
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
It's all over. Stop it.
Listen, they're church people, that's what this sets up. And church people are the most judgmental people.
Sure.
Everything has to be perfect.
They're also some of the fucking secretly horniest people, though, dude.
well, obviously, yeah.
Well,
They're all the serial killers.
Oh, did you see her mask? I mean, she didn't. She did. She barely put 200 hairs on that thing. It's fucking gross. And I put 400 up there because I care about how I look.
I mean, it is just a funny question. They're like, for whose benefit
Are these
masks?
But it's just it's a great reveal.
It's great.
They-
It's
they
terrifying. Brent and Nova. This is where Nova should finally speak, and she should just say, "Holy shit!"
And I'll admit, I haven't
love-
seen.
Taylor.
I haven't seen The Last Man on Earth or The Omega Man in a while.
Yeah.
The reveal of this most looked like Homer's.
Yes.
Homer zombies.
This is. I was like, oh, is it from this then? I guess maybe.
because the
What was
zombies.
What was the Homer zombie thing?
That's
Uh,
what
He
is
does the
Treehouse?
Omega Man, and he's
Then-
in the church at the end.
Okay. Yeah, Omega Man they have weird faces too.
Yes, I just don't remember
but
them.
yeah, they're fucked up. But I think
They're like
Chris
white and veiny or
But I
something.
think Chris might be right though that the
Blue
way that they
veins.
draw the zombies in that Simpsons episode looks more like these underdwellers than
Yeah.
it looks like the
Got it.
whatever they're supposed to be in Omega Man.
but
And
they're
I
horrific.
assume the Simpsons writer room was fucking in love with the Apes movies.
Oh,
I'm
sure.
sure they love
Oh,
that
of
shit.
course.
Yeah, they like culture.
That joke though in the Planet of the Apes musical,
Yeah.
I feel is what sets, because we talked about this in the Planet of the Apes episode where like that movie is just by osmosis everybody
No.
pretty much knows it, and a lot of people, especially people our age, a little older and maybe a little younger, their first introduction to anything Planet of the Apes was possibly that thing, the musical number where the end of it is "I love you, Dr.
Yes.
Zaius," and you
Yes.
forget that Dr. Zaius is such a scumbag
Yeah,
in these
he's
evil.
movies.
He's very evil, and then in the next one, Clark Griswold's father is the main villain.
Ooh, I
So
love that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
John Randolph.
John
Yeah.
Randolph is the head of the commission.
I forgot about
Yeah,
that. That's great.
But yeah, so like they now reveal themselves, and it's like we are about to launch the bomb, and that's going to happen.
How could we let you go on the eve of war?
Yeah.
This one dude says, and so he gets put into prison, and here he is, Taylor, back in movie.
Okay.
Oh man.
Boy. Oh man. You know what?
Taylor?
I hate it.
Oh, then you're Brent. Even
Yeah,
the way
yes.
he sells it is
Yeah.
not convincing.
Well, because you definitely get the vibe of like Brent definitely knows Taylor. It's
Yes.
like his mission or whatever. And he's clearly like spied him from afar
Sure.
at the NASA training camp or whatever. But Taylor has no fucking clue who this dude is. And it's like, yeah, I saw you in the commissary one time.
I don't buy it. I think he's faking because this guy clearly. This was a Liberace situation. He had a younger lover made to look like him.
I
Yep.
see, yep.
Mhm.
But then why would you stumble with the recognition then if you've been fucking this dude you had handmade for you?
You don't know what's happened to him. He's had many blows across the head. He might not remember everything.
Maybe he's had some blows elsewhere too.
He's-
I can't remember all these mouths.
Well, that's also true. Those
but
could
yeah.
go together.
So like, oh wow, it's so cool to see you. I was surprised they touched it. Would be the time cop that turned to one big blob.
Behind the candelabra.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Ooh,
That's
excellent.
correct right there.
I like that.
And I 100% think that happened. 100%.
Yeah, definitely. Brent was made in a fucking NASA lab with the leftover goo from Taylor.
He used to look like Burt Reynolds, and now he looks like this
So you got
because
a grown Brent, like a young Brent,
yeah,
Burt Reynolds. But as it
Right.
matures, it turns into its true Heston Taylor form.
Yes, and
the fight is kind of one of the best parts of the movie. I kind of
Yeah.
This
with
part
the-
here now, when one of the telepaths is like, no, we get our enemies to fight each other. You know, we don't fight, and they make each other fight. So Heston and Brent have this big fight in this cage.
It's
Yes.
a very Star Trek situation.
It
where
is.
Super
No,
Star Trek.
I don't want to fight you, Spock,
Yes.
but they're
Yes.
controlling our minds, you know.
Did you ever see the movie Challengers? What if we did that instead?
Who wants to play some tennis and then have a fake three-way?
Look, I'm going to get you a T-shirt that says "I told you," and then you're just gonna watch us go at it.
I gotta tell you, I'm just reminded of something. Want to address it? We don't have to stay on it too long because
Huh?
nobody knows the answers.
Oh no!
But
Hmm?
this dude that brings them to the cell,
Uh-huh.
right? He's one of the underdwellers and the lead council of underdwellers.
Sure, yeah.
Mm.
Played by a black dude.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. In the credits, this dude is just credited as Negro.
Oh,
Is
That's
he really?
just it.
That
That's
is
it.
That's
brutal.
I didn't
it.
notice that.
That
That's,
it's like you these movies trying to have a little bit of a progressive message,
Yes.
and then like the guy typing up the credit, it's like, no,
Not
I don't
on my
think so.
watch. Credit scroll guy.
Uh-huh.
It's just, it's so
what
like
are the other council members? Cracker?
I think one is Fat Man actually.
Okay, so they're-
Okay.
So we're doing that, but then if you're doing that,
It's
you're calling that
stupid.
guy and then it's fat guy or whatever. Like,
I would call him tall council member because he's pretty tall.
how about underdweller number 1?
Yes.
Sure.
Underdweller number 2, and so on until there are no more
Oh,
underdwellers on the council.
at least Underdweller, then do that. Where
Yeah,
you
sure.
have
If
to.
you must-
Don't tell me just that.
well, okay, Fat Man. Okay, that's good. No, can't do that one. Nope, can't do that one. Nope, can't do that one. Can we say bitch and just have it be the
Okay,
woman?
we sent it back 5 times. We're going with that one. That's what we're just going with.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird. We just have Fat Man.
Mhm.
That's
I
one.
think I read this trivia too that like the actor portraying this
Don
character
Pedro Colley, by the way.
didn't find out till he saw it in the theater
That's
that he was
gotta
credited
suck.
as that.
Oh,
God.
really?
Bring your family. Oh, and the new Planet of the Apes movie. It's fucking cool, man. I got a bunch of lines and stuff. I'm
He
like,
actually does have a lot of lines.
Yes.
He's one of the main underdwelling
Yes.
He's
telepaths.
on the council.
and
yes.
he says more than even like the leader does because he's the one, and he's the one that also
and he
makes
gives
them
a
fight.
good performance.
Yes, and
Oh, that was so good. Where are you in the credits? Mom, you know who I was. you know it.
You saw me. That's enough. We're leaving.
Yeah, no, I'm just looking this dude up, Don Pedro Colley, because he had an interesting career. I mean, I don't think huge roles of any kind really, but he's in Black Caesar, he's in Sugar Hill, great movie. Floating around. I thought I saw another kind of big title. Oh, the fucking failed Casablanca TV show from 1983.
Ooh.
He
Wow.
dropped in there for a sec. This dude did
Yeah.
a bunch of TV and movies, but this is
yeah,
what he's credited as. And then you have, because you have like Minister,
yeah.
and then you've got so Albina, Albina, that can only be this blonde
Yes,
underbrother. So
right,
you kind
sure.
of
Who-
gave positions and sort of names to some of them, but then that's just what you get
Yeah.
when you get to Don's character
sucks.
here.
I believe that
fucking
woman that
stupid.
played the blonde woman who commits suicide in a very cool scene in this.
Yeah.
She's in a ton of these movies.
Natalie
Uh,
Trundy, yeah, she
She's
was
somebody's wife, I think.
yeah, because she's one of the actors in the franchise who played both a human and an ape at
Oh,
one
that's
time or another. 'cause
Human, ape, and
A mute.
underdwelling
underdweller.
mutant.
Ooh.
Right, because she's Albina in this, Dr. Stephanie something in Escape, Lisa in Conquest, and
she's
Lisa
got-
again in Battle.
So she's got an ape's EGOT, essentially.
She's got an
That's
ape
very
together.
nice. That's very good for her.
And this fight gets so Star Trek-y
Yes.
that he brings in this big dumb Star Trek club as well.
Oh, boy.
Dude, this club, like, it's just a board with a nail in it, but
Yes.
it's like a club with a bunch of nails. The whole jail cell having like spikes on the jail cell door was kind of cool.
And
Yes.
I think Brent goes up against it. He's really fucked up by it.
Because then you're watching Brent's back bleed. Say that
But
3
they
times, Taz.
eventually get this telepath. I'm not going to call him what the credit is.
No, he's a telepath.
And they Iron Maiden him with these doors. here.
It's kind of cool. Nova gets her moment because she finally goes. I think Taylor's about to get it, and she goes, "Taylor!" And even the mutant's like, "Wait, what?" The fuck? And that in that moment, that's what gives them the opportunity.
The distraction.
To kill her.
I do like that you went very high pitch with that, Steve, because in the movie, I'm pretty sure it's closer to like it's this guttural, disgusting verp sound.
It's pretty great.
But yeah, it's just all that
But
Taylor
you know what?
needed.
I'd get disgusing and guttural with Nova. I'll tell you
Absolutely.
what, shit, man. We'll start a new society.
Yeah, let's
Mhm.
not talk. That's fine.
Yeah.
But she does. Yeah, he does get Iron Maiden, which is pretty awesome.
It's pretty fun. I mean, dude, the end of this movie is particularly violent.
But
It's great.
it's also great because it turns into like a Perfect Strangers bottle episode because they Iron Maiden him and they're like, oh no, the door, and then they're just still locked in the cell. Like,
yes, that
is funny.
Well, let's remember the other parts of the movie for a little while. That was a fun adventure.
What do you think that man we killed's name is? Huh?
Just try and
Excuse me, fat man over there. What was his name? Oh no.
But then the apes are running around. They're getting closer.
We're storming the castle at this
Yes.
point. Yeah.
Yes, they shoot some telepath immediately. They find the albina.
Albina, yeah, I
Albina has committed suicide. Kind of cool, like pose in this like this tub thing.
It's a really interesting, like composed shot. She's in this tub, the arm and the hair kind of draping over. See the poisonous bottle.
One of the apes comes over and starts rubbing her hair.
It's a nod to a famous painting.
Oh, is that right?
Oh.
That you don't know the name.
That I
of.
don't know the name of that I read off IMDb. So
That's
don't you
that's
worry
what-
about it.
That's what I was sussing out there.
Oh no, I didn't know shit. I don't know shit from shit at all.
Who
But
did that? Charles Schultz.
Yeah, the suicide of Lucy. That-
Oh God.
About time.
Yeah, I mean all that fucking football pulling is just it's all a mask. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. And then when you start thinking about what you did to that guy because of that, then you just start feeling really horrible and all that guilt compounds.
It's a deep dark depression, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then you find yourself in an underdweller's hideout, just killing yourself with poison as apes storm your barricades.
And
Absolutely.
you become obsessed with some stupid piano player.
Classic. It happens every time.
I mean, no, I would definitely. This Albina's got the right idea. These apes are storming the Capitol. Get me the suicide pills.
Because it's like, I don't even want to have to wait for the bomb countdown. They know that's coming.
yeah, who
Like,
knows what these
fuck
apes are going
this.
to do? They'll rip my face off. Rip my second face off.
Wait, so you got all this history. You know that about the Kool-Aid poison. Why not make
Yeah,
a batch
it's
of that? Have it ready at the hand.
Heaven's
Yeah.
Gate, that shit.
Yeah,
dude.
that's easy as hell.
Jonestown, motherfucker.
Please.
Ape Town. There you
They
go.
seem to
Yes.
really enjoy themselves before the end.
There's nothing wrong with a mass suicide. Yeah. But we do get some intel pass from Brent to Taylor
Yeah.
about they have this nuclear bomb. He's like, didn't you get a fucking serial number?
Yes.
No,
What
I
the
didn't
fuck,
because we're
dude?
on the planet of the apes, asshole. How about that?
It was gold and it had said alpha and then something else, also like Latin or whatever. And Omega. Oh my God.
Totally.
The doomsday device.
They did it. Those sons of bitches did it again. He does do what they've. He doesn't say "goddamn them," but he's just like, I just when I'm done damning them all to hell, they give me a new reason to damn them all to hell.
Damn them to super hell this time.
They always double down on you.
It's another souvenir from the 20th century. A world killer.
That would piss me off so much with the serial number because I literally just met a group of people who can invade my fucking head, man.
Yeah.
Why don't you fucking lay off?
Yes.
I do like Brent he gets his own damn them earlier in the movie when he's like realizing what's going on and he's like, they finally did it. They finally did it after all
Yes.
those talks around all those tables.
And then Nova's cutting her own arm, writing in blood. It was Earth all along. Can we move on now, please?
Nova, I don't want to alarm you. I think
Oh, Jesus Christ.
might have been Earth all along.
I wish I could speak.
I gotta say, what are we doing now, Steve? Cut to our comic book expert here for a second. The whole idea of the Fortress of Solitude being crystalline.
Yeah.
Was that an invention of 78, or were we looking like that in the Fortress of Solitude
It's a
before that?
Great question. I don't have the answer to that.
Because-
yeah.
I mean, because
Yeah.
I don't. Because I wanted to ask because I want to make the claim of like
They
Donna
do.
ripped it off or whatever. But like we are having crystal controls.
It's
on
cool.
No,
this
yeah.
thing.
I think actually,
also-
no, yeah. I think that's more of a Donner invention because it was always like Superman had this big lab. It was more of a place. All the crystalline stuff was the 78 movie. I would put my reputation on that.
Wow,
Okay.
you'd put your reputation
my-
on that.
As the
You
comic book expert,
My
you would let
glasses.
that.
I'd put my glasses on.
Ooh.
Oh boy, we get to break them if you're wrong.
My
But
glasses.
it also reminds me of Star Trek, which we talked about before. There was always some society with
Yes.
these little
Yeah, that's
crystal
true.
controls.
Yep.
It's cool because there's three little levers. I think a blue, an orange, and a red, and obviously we know what the red one does.
Mm.
Right. We're in a mad dash now to the fireworks factory. The apes are getting in. They bust up the bust room.
I love the
Yes.
bus. It's,
Oh,
it's,
so
it's so
awesome.
like, and I mean like it's we're talking about what we've been talking about this whole movie, which is blind aggression. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if it's ape, human, or whatever. That's kind of
Right.
where this movie lands. It's like it don't matter. That's where we're going, no matter what.
Yep.
Mhm.
Apes can come from humans. Humans can come from apes. We're all the same asshole.
Burn the planet to a cinder. How's that for a weapon?
Yes.
And then Nova gets shot.
Yeah, that's a crazy, like, they're running through the hallway, and it's like, uh-oh, look out, apes! And, like, one dude just sprays and gets her right in the gut or whatever, kills her
And
instantly.
Heston's got great lines after that, like, God should let them all die. The gorillas, every damn. Look what it comes to. It's time we finished it or whatever.
This temple is finished.
Yeah, it's great. It's fucking great.
He's had it with these damn dirty apes,
and it's
man.
like, at the same time, I'm like, don't bring Heston back. Get a guy that doesn't look like Heston and just do it every
Yes.
movie. But when Heston's in this movie, it's good
Because
too.
Brent gives him the football, and it's
Yes.
his movie for the rest of the movie once
Yep.
he shows up.
Yep.
Except for a fantastic Brent death, which is like fucking Glorious Bastards level squib works.
Oh
on
God,
Exactly.
it's so good.
So we're there, right? Let's get to it. Like, we get to the main hall
Yes.
at St. Patrick's Cathedral, which, I mean,
Wild.
it's
Wild.
very crazy that that's happening there. Like, great idea there. Big shootout. The apes invade. They see the bomb. They kind of don't know really like what to make of it, but this fucking shootout is going on. And Brent grabs a gun. Him and Taylor are sort of separated on either side of the room. And one ape just gets a fucking shot off in just the right way. And you see it blast
Yes.
between the eyes, sprays back. This dude falls dead.
I think Ursus gets murdered by Brent before this, though.
Yes.
So
Right.
Brent does get a
But-
kill.
Oh yeah.
the
Big
so,
kill.
so there's a guy that's like, this is my God. Holy shit, he can speak. And
Yes.
he's gonna set off the bomb, but he gets shot by the apes before he could do that. And then Ursus is just like, I'm just gonna shoot at the bomb.
Yeah.
And then Dr. Zaius is like, whoa, what the fuck, man? Let's think this through.
Yeah, hang
no,
on
no,
a second.
pull it down. Let's really fuck with this bomb.
Yeah,
Because you have to remember, of course, Dr. Zaius has all of that like secret intel
Yeah.
about
Right.
what really happened to
Because
the
he
planet.
knew about the archaeological digs with the
Yes.
toy that
And-
could talk.
Yeah,
this, that, and the
he
other.
knows what they mean by make your land a desert. You know what I mean? Like that's what that
Exactly.
is.
Yep.
And then he's like, Taylor, of course you'd be here.
Well-
Of course.
He doesn't realize at first. He's like, there's someone up at the pillar, so they shoot him. And
Yeah.
then it's just like, fucking Taylor, didn't I just fucking let you? Didn't you just leave a week ago? What are you here for?
I thought we were good, man. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
But I'm back. I'm back for the sequel.
Not for long.
No, he gets shot first, and it is kind of a fake out.
Yes.
You think he's dead, but he's got to crawl alive because the dude whose movie it was this whole time is assassinated, right? Because, like,
Yeah.
Taylor gets shot and he falls and then gets back up. There's no mistaking Brent's fate. This dude
Whew.
is dead.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
DOA.
dead before he hits the ground.
Yes.
And here we go. He's crawling up. And it's like, you bloody bastards.
Zaius is still getting a dig and like, man is only capable of destruction. It's like, shut up.
You're damn right we are. Bam.
Boom.
Oh, you think you want to see destruction? Get ready for it, big fucker.
I think it's- I
Yahoo!
think his last line is like, you bloody bastard.
Yes, it's great. It's great.
And he sets it off.
Yes.
The
It
screen
glows.
goes like
Which
to
is-
whitish or whatever.
Which is kind of fascinating because I mean, what you know about the big line is you blew it up, but he's a man. So
I blew it up.
he's gonna do it. That's what happens. You give any of these assholes this bomb, You kill his main squeeze, guess what's gonna happen?
Yep.
He's gonna destroy fucking reality.
I would do it over like an order being wrong at the deli.
Oh my god! If you had a nuclear bomb, there'd be no world.
No,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no.
Oh, God, I would love there to be no
At
world.
all costs, avoid Eric getting near the button.
my God.
Under no circumstances.
Just hand me a suitcase nuke. I know they're out there.
I'd rather the Tasmanian devil be given that fucking option.
But everything goes white.
It's great.
And
like,
that narration at the end.
it's fucking haunting, dude. It's like, here we are in the universe, and there's a sun, and
It's
one of its satellites, a green and insignificant planet, is now dead.
That's it.
End of movie, motherfucker.
Incredible.
If you notice, though, there's a little spaceship heading from outside of it,
Oh yeah.
and that has the
Yes,
two.
yes. Okay, they don't have that. This is not in this movie, but at the start of Escape from the Planet of
Yes.
the Apes, what happens is Zira, Cornelius, and Dr. Milo, which is a really smart
Yep.
chimpanzee that we haven't really met before.
Never met,
I don't
no.
think. Dr. Milo had been doing research on Taylor's spaceship, and they figure out a way to get off planet right before the
Which is,
explosion.
I mean, and again, my fucking hobby horse. It doesn't need to be in this movie. You can just put it in the next
Yes,
movie.
exactly.
And-
That's the brilliance of these movies is they
Yep.
leave you like holy fucking stunned, and the next movie figures out a way to get you back there without setting it up.
And
it's great.
there's no way. And I am not a fan or a proponent. I do not support the notion going around saying you couldn't make X today.
Mm.
Because you're gonna find a way to make fucking whatever today. But a Hollywood studio would not let you do this today. You would not blow up the planet
Right.
to the second, at the end of the second movie in what is you're hoping to be a successful thing,
Sure.
because it would just be like, well, what do we do for 3? Well, let's figure that out when we know for sure we're gonna do a 3.
I mean,
Exactly.
the closest one is that Infinity War ending, but obviously, as it was the sequel is coming out in 6 months. Everybody knew the sequel was coming out in 6 months. It's a little less teeth unless you're like an 8-year-old kid who I'm sure pissed his pants. Holy fuck, Spider-Man!
It rang hollow as
Yes.
fuck. You knew it was going to be completely
Oh, because
undone.
that first the third Avengers movie ends with the blip,
The blip,
Yeah.
and everybody's
and everybody's getting
and you're like,
erased.
holy
Yeah,
shit,
right,
what's going
okay.
on? And I mean, like, yeah, but you assume if there's another, if Escape from the Planet of the Apes was announced and coming out 5 months after this movie,
Exactly.
Yes.
it would
Yes.
probably take the sting out of that nuclear explosion.
Quite a lot.
It was.
Exactly, but like that's what I'm saying though, man. We got to get back to this stuff because look, I will see your sequel. If I like your first one, I will see your sequel. I don't need my hand held across the gate between the two movies.
It's like we don't like a lot of writers today. I guess like they can't figure out a way to get from A to B to do the sequel after a definitive ending.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's literally like, we don't want you to be able to enjoy this movie unless you see the next one.
Yeah.
You fuckers.
We're trying this
you
movie.
dirty fucking consumers.
I'm gonna instead of making a great and haunting movie that's gonna stand the test of time. What if I just made it to be like a trailer for another movie?
Yeah. That's what they do. I
Well,
mean, it's literally what they do now.
It's all. I mean, like, could you imagine the 1960s going up to somebody and be like, "Well, I have our next 8 movies. No, fuck you. Make me a movie.
Yeah.
Make money on that, and we'll talk about it."
Yep.
That was the world then, and that should be the world now.
Right.
Turn an actual profit
Mm-hmm.
with your movie. Make it good. Make have a fan base, and then you get to make another one. That's what fucking
And-
Star Wars is.
Yep.
Yes.
It
And
was
the
never
way
a trilogy. It was just like Empire Strikes Back was a sequel.
Right. And the way to compare it, I guess, like the closest thing to Marvel in the 60s was the Western, and that became old hat, pun
Yeah.
intended.
Yeah.
You know, and then eventually it went away.
Well, it's no longer, you're also no longer going to be able to get, like, it's no longer cool enough to just have the money you made on a very good movie that did well in international and
Yeah.
national. That is no longer good. You also have to have future money about to come in.
Yeah.
Right.
That is the thing you
Well,
have to
and that's
give to
why-
them.
And that's why I don't want to single out Marvel here because this Apes movie is doing it left and right. Too.
Everybody.
Oh yeah, no, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Are they setting up
It
sequels?
completely
Oh, yeah.
ends with a "you just wait." But I will say, just to volley one thing back that you said, Eric, I don't think this shit is necessarily all on these writers. These are on studio heads that's
Yeah,
like,
Sure, yeah.
well, how are they going to know a new movie's coming?
Yeah.
Right.
Better make
You
sure
know,
the
yes.
spaceship's getting
it's
away.
definitely on them because they don't have the cojones
Yeah.
to just end a movie with this nuclear blast and then be like, okay, so in the next one, let's do something outrageously different. Like Escape from the Planet of the Apes, I really love because Zira, Cornelius, and all them go to the 1970s United States.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's a great that Taylor was a fish out of water in Ape City. They are fish out of water there, and it's just fun.
It's no explanation. It's like time travel. Fuck you. Get used to it.
That's the premise of these movies.
Well, that was weird. That's what Endgame did too.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I think that's what I like about Endgame. It's like,
true.
oh, whatever. It's time travel. It's a fucking comic movie. Deal with it.
Right, yeah. But yeah, that's where it ends, which is fucking magnificent, man. Just, by the way, just calling it really makes you think, right? Like, of all the stars and, the galaxy or whatever, yeah, this is an insignificant planet, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, it was a home to billions of organisms and creatures, and we fucking blew it up.
We should follow their page. We should make a definitive ending for this episode. And you're like, are they coming back next week?
Well,
So
Eric,
without any teases about what's coming up next week, you're saying, like, this is, wow, enjoying this singular episode of We Hate Movies.
Let's just clip it right now.
no.
No, but we will get out of here, though, because that's the end of the movie. We got
Yeah.
no movie left to talk about here. I look forward someday to talk about more of these Apes movies.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, indeed, man. Get more movies on this fucking feed that I like. I don't give a shit. All movies are movies, right?
Yes.
Let's just keep moving and shaking and, morph into the next thing.
I hate and love everything.
All right, so we'll go around the horn here. Final thoughts, of course. Eric Siska.
Yes. I like this movie a lot. Yes, maybe some things could have been done different to address the SAG. I don't necessarily think that Brent was needed. I understand they didn't want Nova to be silent and wandering around forever. So I guess you needed to do something. But man, does it pay off in the second half. There's a lot to love here. And if you've just watched this and you're curious about the next OG sequels, let it ride, baby. Keep going.
That's right. Chris Cabin.
Yeah, definitely worth seeing. I think thus far it's better than the new one, but other than that, this might be my least favorite I've seen thus far. And the main reason is because, Brent is here, and I have to fucking watch Brent. Why can't he? I don't even care about Nova. Get all that shit out of here. Just start with him in the desert, and we figure it out from there. That might have worked, but still, I would have rather, as we said, fucking get Dr. Milo in there, and we're bringing the crashed out, and he's doing his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested in the ape society. That is what I am here for. And every time you shift the focus anywhere to a human for an extended period of time, I'm going to get a little itchy. But again, as I said, the second half really makes up for it. And the ape stuff in the first half is very good. Steve
Sadak.
Yeah, I this is my first time through. I really enjoyed it. We had talked about the ending a couple times on the show, so it didn't shock me to my core, but I was still it being in the movie and watching it happen in real time. You're like, holy shit, they did it.
Yeah.
And I brought my wife in and I was like, Jen, look at this. And she was like, wow. You know what I mean? It's just what the fuck? You know what I mean? It's pretty intense. It's pretty cool. It's a very earned, interesting ending. I do think the first half of this movie is soggy and shitty, unfortunately, which makes it not a perfect movie. And I do think that the first Apes movie, let's not shitter here, is a classic for a reason. There's artistry there. There's this incredible Heston performance end to end. You know what I mean? It's the king for a reason. This is a fun, interesting diversion afterwards that I'm interested in, and I want to check out more of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a great movie. It is saggy as fuck. I am on Eric's side here. I think the sogginess is made up for by the back half of the movie. The last 25 minutes of it is great. I really love this franchise, as dire and fucking depressing as literally every ending of these movies is. It kind of only gets sadder as it goes on.
I love that they did that.
Oh yeah,
because the first one was a big twist and a sad twist, and they keep doing it, and I commend them.
I would argue Conquest has a happy ending, but yes, the next one really ruined me. The Escape really, I was just
it'll gut you.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one. The other thing I did want to mention, because it didn't come up and it's fucking horrifying. I'm glad they didn't do it. Idea for this movie: ape-human hybrid child character.
Ooh.
I made a TikTok out of filming my TV of the bonus feature where they showed some makeup tests of it.
Ew.
It kind of looks like a what's his face from the Munsters, the little kid from the
Oh,
Eddie Munster.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like that because it's just a little kid, but he's kind of just got a beard.
Yeah.
It's really
Wow.
weird.
Zira, call me, okay?
Wait,
Right?
hold
We
on,
can figure
Zira. You're fucking pregnant? Are you kidding me?
Next time on Planet of the Apes.
I didn't think I was gonna have to wrap. I just didn't think it was gonna happen.
I didn't wrap it up. Damn me all to hell. I'm an unwed father.
I thought all my swimmers had drowned.
What with all the radiation? But that is going to do it for this episode of We Hate Movies on Beneath the Planet of the Apes. If you'd like more entertaining and hilarious content from us, of course, we got a Patreon, patreon.com/We Hate Movies, where if you are a subscriber there, at our $8 tier or up, you are able to listen to this very episode commercial free. That's right. And on that Patreon feed, we have a ton of extra, I don't want to call them bonus shows because it's the family of We Hate Movies
Yes.
shows.
You
know?
are only getting like 1/3 of the experience on the free feed. We've got so much there, including an Animation Damnation this month on Return to the Planet of the Apes, the 1975 cartoon.
That's right. So hear us talk all about Jeff and
Bill?
Yeah.
Steve?
And we just wrapped up our first season of Too Old for This Shit, which is
That's
covering
right.
X-Men 97, the truly excellent
Yeah.
Yes.
X-Men 97.
Which
Excellent.
we've recapped every episode of X-Men 97 that is there and available for you on the Patreon.
That's right. We got that going on. I did make reference to something that is coming out next month. That's right. Once in a Lifetime, our every other month Lifetime movie and Lifetime movie adjacent show. We're covering a real banger, Unwed Father,
Yes.
starring Brian Austin Green and Nicole Tom, seen recently on 90210.
Which, speaking of which, we also have that Melrose 210 where we're recapping every episode of 90210 and Melrose Place, and people seem to enjoy it.
They do. They stop you in the street like, I like that one. I'm like, oh, cool, thanks.
That's right. It's a very popular show. And speaking of stuff that people love, coming out next month, a little teaser happening.
Ooh.
It's already in the can. It's very funny. The next Harry Potter commentary. That's right.
Yes.
The Goblet of Firementary coming out in June. Just a reminder, on this one, we also don't care for J.K. Rowling.
No.
Opinions have
Yes.
not changed, so don't get flustered about that. She still stinks.
Hey, what bathroom are you using? Hey, what bathroom are you using?
I believe that's a Brendan Gleeson impression Steve is doing there.
Yeah.
I
thought it was an
Mad Eye
ape. I
movie.
thought it was an ape.
Brendan Gleeson in Planet of the Apes would be
Ooh.
all right.
Oh,
Sick.
yes.
Yeah.
You
Make
wouldn't
him-
need no makeup needed.
Oh.
Just shove him in there. He's an
Oh, he'd be
orangutan.
one of the apes. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he'd be like a Dr. Zaius type.
Oh, you'd have to be an orangutan, yeah, with the red hair.
Yeah.
That's what they should have had instead of Brent. Some fucking ginger in there.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Mix
change
it up a
up.
little
Or a
bit.
fat guy, honestly. You get a fat guy in there.
You're not getting a fat astronaut, though, dude.
He would be great if you are going to make the human ape hybrid, and he's the grown version. Kill me, kill me.
Pray for death every day.
It hurts. It hurts to live.
But of course, next Tuesday, here on the Patreon feed and the free feed with commercials, We Hate Movies continues with an all-new episode. Steve, what are we talking about?
We're bringing the summer blockbuster extravaganza
Uh-oh.
with one of the biggest summer blockbusters of all time.
Yeah.
What Lies Beneath?
Of course.
What lies beneath? Yes.
Big one.
Before anyone gets mad, this movie was released in July. It was released in July. This is the Harrison Ford Scarer. Also, this is tying in another little teaser for next month. We're doing Back to the Future 3 on Patreon.
That's
we
right.
We are doing a Zemeckis tie-in with What Lies Beneath.
That's right. So tune in next week to hear me tell the story of getting yelled at on my first day of work because I dared insult what lies beneath.
Oh dear.
But until then, I've been Andrew Jupin.
Steven Sadak.
Eric Siska.
Chris Cabin.
Take it easy.